A Napa guy knows not to judge a man by his car's multicolored paint job or absence of modern gadgetry. Who cares if it's technically old enough to vote and the windows are powered by the strength of your left arm? Your monthly payment is zero, and it'll stay that way. Because with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep anything on the road. She may not be pretty, but she's all yours. That's Napa know-how.
Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
What's going on with Wienergate, huh? Hey, what's going on, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of True Capitalist Radio. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. It is episode number 105 for all the folks that are keeping track with the True Capitalist broadcast. And before we get into anything, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? You got little buttons underneath the player. Go ahead and push the Facebook like buttons, the retweet this buttons, the share that buttons, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that we're in effect into the house here. Once again, folks, it is supposed to be Co-Host Wednesday. But for the past couple of Wednesdays that we have tried to implement Co-Host Wednesday, it hasn't really panned out very well. So we're going to try to dedicate, hopefully we can get through all the stuff that we have here on the agenda, and maybe dedicate a good half of the last hour into something that I would like to call radio graffiti. That's right. I am going to give everybody, and whoever the hell calls up, I'm thinking like 3 seconds. 3 seconds to say whatever the blue hell they want to say. It doesn't matter if it's disgusting, foul, racist. It doesn't matter because it's you. It's you ass clowns that are saying it. All right? There's a radio graffiti up in here. And we'll still do the co-host. We'll still see how it goes. But let me go ahead and get through the markets, folks, because I know everybody's probably anticipating what's going on here in the equities markets. The equities markets fall flat, and, towards the end of the day, once again, we saw a major sell-off to go into major negative numbers. Not necessarily major, but more than I anticipated, that's for sure. Low volume, high volatility, a lot of uncertainty. You've got, a lot of bad news coming out about the economic situation here in America. You've got the Chinese government waving their fists in the air saying that, they're not going to look too highly upon a United States default on its debt. You've got Fitch Rating Service saying that if there's no agreement on the raising of this debt ceiling here in Washington, D.C., that the Treasury bond status that is usually AAA, in the international community of investors, can now be known as junk. American Treasury bonds could be known as junk if there's not an agreement before August out here. Anyway, you combine all that uncertainty, folks, this is what you have out here in the equities and the commodities markets. So let's go ahead and get right to it. We've got Dow Jones Industrials closing out today at 12,048.90. And like I said, folks, about 2 months ago or so, we actually had 12,800 Dow Jones Industrial totals there. I mean, all the bull market that we had during the implementation of QE2, which is the quantitative easing monetary policy that was implemented by the Federal Reserve, we saw that bull market up until about June, just as I anticipated. If you'd have been listening to the True Capitalist radio broadcast, you would have known this by now. And once again, when we saw Ben Bernanke talk on the last hour of day's trading yesterday, the damn equities market took a tank. He finally admitted that we didn't necessarily have a quote-unquote recovery. Moreover, he's stating in his own economic, subtle way that we're going to need more stimulus. And in my personal opinion, I think that we may see another quantitative easing 3. And when this happens, folks, these equities markets are going to go back to a bull run, and it's going to go back to a bull market by default because, of course, quantitative easing is just a fancy way of saying printing money. And by default, everything's going to go up. Gold, silver, equities, anything that costs anything is going to go up. Food, gas. So be on the lookout for quantitative easing 3 by the Federal Reserve. This, in the short term, is going to cause some decent gains if you happen to diversify your assets properly. We got S&P 500 closing out today at 1,279.56, a decrease of 5.38 points, a percentage decrease of 0.42%. NASDAQ closes out today at 2,675.38. A decrease of 26.18 points, a percentage increase of 0.97%, nearly a percent down, for Christ's sake. I mean, good God. But once again, folks, when everybody's running away from the markets, this is the time when you should start contemplating the idea of some bottom-feeding opportunities out here. Warren Buffett, which I like to quote a lot, I like to utilize his long-term strategy of equity success in that when everybody's running away from the market, that's when everyone, the good speculators, the good long-term investors should go in, hold on to some of them equities, and just watch it grow. Just watch it grow. Long-term investment is key here, folks, and that's how Warren Buffett, the second richest man in the world, made all his money. He made all his money on equities. Now, I know there's some investors out there that are saying, Warren Buffett is a little long in the tooth, and I do agree, he is a little long in the tooth. The whole David Sokol, Lubrizol incident was questionable. But once again, I mean, the man made all his money in the equities markets. It just goes to show you that there are profits out there. You have to know how to look for them. And once again, diversify your portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know what portfolio diversification means? It means that you have your assets, at least in equities. You've got a diversified set of stocks that you're holding for the long term, that if one sector is down, another sector is going to offset the losses on the sector that's down, so on and so forth. And if everything's up, well, then everything's going up. I mean, this is diversification. Anyway, let me move on, folks. Let's go to the commodities markets. Let me tell you, OPEC came out today. All right, OPEC came out today and said that they are not going to increase the amount of oil that's being produced. And for all you folks that don't know what OPEC is, it is the oil cartel of countries that produce, I think, 60% of the world's oil. And they basically regulate by default the price of oil based upon how much it agrees that it's going to produce for world consumption. You know? Anyway, Brent crude oil went up, and every stock in the energy sector, every gasoline, everything that has to do with energy went up because OPEC did not reach a deal to raise production. You had, believe it or not, Iran just completely going against the idea of raising production because they want, the United States to suffer. Believe it or not, Venezuela, that wasn't a big surprise. Hugo Chavez is, been on the enemy list of America for a long period of time. But then you had, believe it or not, Iraq. Iraq is a part of OPEC, and they had the audacity to vote against an increase in production. Can you believe this crap? We go in, we liberate their goddamn country, we completely redeem them of any deficits that they had outstanding prior to the Iraqi parliament that has been instilled today. They have no deficits because America has said everybody who owes a debt to Iraq no longer owes it. We must absolve Iraq of all their debts, And they have no debt. So what have they been doing? They have been selling oil on the world market, taking advantage of all these high oil prices, and what are they having? They're having a surplus. While we're having deficits, while we're talking about increasing deficit spending and debt ceilings, Iraq has a goddamn surplus selling the oil on the world market. And us as America, what happens? We're stuck with 1.5, almost $2 trillion, and I don't know how many thousands of lives that have been affected. I'm talking about veterans of the Iraq War and the Iraq theater of combat. I mean, we've dedicated all this, and we're just supposed to eat it. I mean, we've dedicated all these troops, all this money, and we're just supposed to eat it. We're supposed to just let these Iraqis just continue to pile up these goddamn surpluses, and they're not going to pay us back? Like I said, if we would have just listened to what I've been saying for the past 5 years I've been broadcasting, if America and this American government would force the Iraqi parliament that we put into power, if we would force these people to go and give us the oil, remember, this is the second largest oil deposit in the world. Second largest oil deposit in the world is right there in Iraq, and we liberated these people. We should force the Iraqi parliament to give us oil pro bono. I mean, we'll knock it off their tab. Remember, they owe us a debt, for Christ's sake. All right, I mean, $1.5 to $2 trillion in debt. I don't know how many thousands of lives, American lives, that have been sacrificed to liberate this country. I mean, we'll just take the oil pro bono, and let me tell you, OPEC would be shitting bricks. They wouldn't be able to pull this kind of crap that they pulled today, or we are not going to increase production. Well, then screw you, all right? Screw you then. But no, of course, our dumbass government is more worried about pork barrel spending, saving cowboy poetry, talking about new investment incentives and all this other nonsense, instead of actually getting to the crux of the problem, instead of actually solving the economies. I mean, look, one key factor in the reason our economy is not necessarily in this rebound that everybody thought we were in was because of this oil price that has not come down. All right? I mean, that oil price relays to not just the gas pumps when everybody has to go to the gas pumps and, get from one place to another, but it also relays into the actual delivery of goods from the manufacturer to the actual retailer or the distributor. I mean, this is what is offset, and it's relayed to the damn consumer, for Christ's sake. And then OPEC, these ass clowns have the audacity to sit over here that we are not going to raise production. No, I know the world is, out there. They need help and they need more oil. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it at all. Fuck you. Fuck America. And we're just sitting here and taking it. And Iraq was one of the countries that voted against an increase in production. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me move on to the commodities. Anyway, Brent crude is up $1.09. Closing out today at $117.87 per barrel of Brent crude oil. And Brent crude, of course, is the oil that's consumed by Europe and Asia. We've got gasoline futures up $16.25. Well, of course they're going to go up. I mean, good God. I mean, if we're not going to get an increase in production in this oil, and remember, we're not the only ones that consume it out here in America, folks. We've got a whole international emerging community that are consuming natural gas, oil, I mean, all these commodities, food. This is another factor in the hike of everything that we consume. Heating oil futures are up $1.30. We've got natural gas futures up modestly at 2 cents. We've got WTI sweet crude, of course. That is the crude oil that America consumes and refines into gasoline. It is up today because of the OPEC deciding not to increase production. It is increased $1.85 today, percentage increase of 1.87% on the day today, closing out at $100.94 per barrel of WTI sweet crude, for Christ's sake. And I've always said that we're not going to see any kind of goddamn recovery unless the WTI sweet crude price goes at least, I said $90 during the months of March. And you can look back in the archives and check that out. We needed below $90 or below $99 WTI sweet crude prices back then. Now that it's at this high price in oil, is continuing into the summer. These are the peak months where everybody goes out and takes their summer trips and vacations, and people get on airplanes. And I mean, this is all oil. This is all energy. This is what's causing the price to go up, demand. And then you've got OPEC sitting here trying to act like some, I don't know, their turbines on too tight or some crap. And they're sitting over here saying we are not going to increase production. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Anyway, let me get through the agricultures and let me get through everything else so I can take your calls. Agricultural futures, canola is up $4.70. We've been seeing some, decreases in that market, but it's up today $4.70. We've got cocoa futures up $20. Coffee futures are up modestly 10 cents. Corn futures, Jesus Christ. Jesus, do you see this corn? Does everybody see this corn, for Christ's sake? Does everybody see the increase today? $27.50, an increase of 3.73% on the day, for Christ's sake. 3.73%? That's almost 4% on the day for goddamn corn, for Christ's sake. And of course, folks, I hate to keep beating a dead horse here, but I got to beat it. I got to beat it up a little bit. I got to beat a dead horse. Because a reason that this goddamn commodity is increasing is because of our goddamn government subsidies going to this ridiculous idea of corn ethanol as an alternative energy source for cars and automobiles. Believe it or not, government money, American taxpayer money, is going to subsidize this supposed green idea, this supposed alternative to petroleum. They're out there actually burning food. They are burning food so that they can actually put in their goddamn gas guzzlers as a supposed alternative energy. Oh, my God. I mean, we're burning food. We're burning corn, for Christ's sake. Oh, my God. And you know what's really sad, folks? What's really sad is that we actually have this crap implemented out here in Texas, believe it or not. We actually have a whole bunch of these stupid little corn ethanol pumps. You know what I'm saying? Corn ethanol pumps out here in Texas. We actually have asshole, dumbass car dealerships that are selling these stupid, dumbass trucks that actually burn corn ethanol. They're fueled by corn ethanol, for Christ's sake. I mean, it makes me sick. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry. The reason I get off on a rant on corn, for Christ's sake, is because we eat it. We eat it. And when we see an increase in corn, that is just not an increase on the ears of corn, for Christ's sake. I mean, just look at how many things have high fructose corn syrup. Just look at the thing. I'm not joking. You need to look at the ingredients of most of the products that you buy. Just look at how much stuff has corn oil. There's a lot of things that when you see the corn price up, this is what brings the prices of certain consumer goods at the grocery store it increase, and that's why I get pissed off about it. I get pissed off, and it's our liberal government sitting here endorsing, and we're subsidizing. It's not like this is some type of private enterprise of corn ethanol people. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, hey, we're a bunch of corn producers. You know what we should do? We should take our capital and we should just get together and just, start refining corn and into ethanol and start something. No, that's not what's happening. Our government is doing this with our tax dollars, and they continue to subsidize these assholes because supposedly not only is it an alternative energy source to petroleum, but they claim that it's green. Oh, it's green. We are the world. We are the children. I mean, can you believe this crap? Why don't you look it up for yourself? Corn ethanol actually burns dirtier than petroleum. It's disgusting. And not to mention, I'm sick and tired of paying $1 an ear of corn. A freaking $1 an ear of corn, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm from Texas. I mean, do you understand that I used to, get $1 for 9 ears of corn, all right? 9 ears of corn for $1. Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry for talking all this garbage about corn, but it affects us, folks. It affects our pocketbooks, especially us capitalists that are just trying to live lavish. This eats into our drinking time. This eats into our cigar money. You understand what I'm saying? This eats into, our living lavish, extracurricular activities. You understand what I'm saying, folks? And I don't know about you, but I like living lavish, all right? I like having, steak dinners at the most expensive steakhouses in the town out here. You understand? I mean, I like, having drinks that, cost about $25. You know, I mean, I like that stuff. I mean, I like Opus X cigars, and I buy them by the box. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, I like to live lavish. I don't want a corn price taken away from the capital that I utilize for my extracurricular activities. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all there is to it. I mean, I live rich, baby. I don't want to, because the goddamn corn is up, that's going to make me buy one less cigar or, one less bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label. Or, I got me some new beer today. I got me some Shiner beer. Believe it or not, it's made straight out of Shiner, Texas. Much props to Shiner Bach. This is actually Shiner Blonde. This is not Shiner Bach. They actually initiated their first public beer as a Bach, Shiner Bach. This is actually Shiner Blonde. I actually like both beers. I'm a big fan of Shiner. So cheers to everybody out there. I got some Shiner Blonde going on. Let me go ahead and... good stuff, man. Good stuff. Anyway, let me move on, folks, and take your calls. We got cotton down, it's up 22 cents today. We got wheat futures up $10.50. Haven't you noticed this? Everything we eat is starting to go up, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. And Bernanke's talking about, I see some optimism. Yeah, you see some optimism up your cheese hole. Wheat is up $10.50. We got sugar up 41 cents. All right, we've got soybean up $7.25. We got lumber futures up $6.60. We've got oat futures up $12. I mean, did you see oats today? $12, an increase of 3.23% on the day. Everything we eat is going up, for Christ's sake. Everything we eat. Anyway, I mean, this is very disturbing. I know that me as a capitalist, when I see these types of numbers, I have to worry about making more money. I mean, I'm already making more money as it is, but, this is eating into my profits. I'm trying to get bigger and better. Do you understand? I'm trying to, get from the top of this Austin skyline building that I live in that I can see over the town. I mean, I want to, live in a bigger, badass mansion. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, I want a 32-room house. You know what I'm saying? I want a butler from England, that comes in and says, "Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, I will give you coffee, sir." You understand? I mean, that's what I want. All right? That's what I want, and that's what everybody should want. Everybody should want to attain living lavish, baby. And that's all there is to it. I'm gonna be a capitalist till the day I die. You understand? Anyway, let me go ahead. Soybean futures are, what did I say? Soybean futures are up $7.25. Soybean oil futures are up a cent. Wool sees a modest sell-off of $1. All right? Now, once again, you see the markets down, correct? You see that, the equities markets aren't doing very well. Traditional fundamental investor thinking would have you believe that the metals markets should have increases, right? I mean, by default, you see equities down, you should see some commodities up. Well, we did see food up. We should also see metals up, right? Wrong. Are you kidding me? I mean, copper is down $4.35. That's a percentage decrease of 1.05%, for Christ's sake, all right? I mean, we've got gold down. I mean, you would think that people would have, a security play or a hedge against inflation or do it. No, it's down $5.60. That's a percentage decrease of 0.36%, closing out today at $1,538.40 per troy ounce of gold. Silver also down 24 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.65%, closing out today at $36.80 per troy ounce of gold, for Christ's sake. All right? I mean, it's just, where's the consistency? This goddamn helter-skelter market, for Christ's sake. You goddamn investors, take your heads out of your ass. Seriously. Livestock, we got live cattle futures up 55 cents. For some odd reason, we saw a modest sell-off in the cattle feeders futures. It's down 5 cents today. And man, I mean, lean hog has been bullish for the past couple of days. If you've been looking at the lean hog futures, yesterday it was up 2.5%. Today it is another 2.5% increase today, an increase of $2.25 for Christ's sake. I mean, you know, the market bulls are definitely in lean hogs. I mean, what is there? I mean, is there some kind of a goddamn hog holiday, or you know, is everybody going to eat pork for some reason for the summer? I didn't realize that. I mean, I guess the ham sandwiches out at the pool. I don't understand. I don't get it. But I wish I would have made that play. I did make a short-term bullish play on hogs. What was it? 2 months ago, right after the Japanese earthquake. I stated that lean hogs were good on the short term, and that's exactly what happened. But I didn't really anticipate this one. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. We're going to go on to the next subject matter. We did talk about how OPEC, which is the oil-producing cartels, which comprise of 60% of the world's oil production, which are basically just countries like Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Venezuela, Iran, you know, these types of countries that produce oil. They get together and figure out, are we going to raise production, or are we going to board production? We're going to shut up. They're going to keep production at the same levels, folks, and that caused a spike in energy. Moreover, that's caused a sell-off in equities, and this is what you're seeing here. You know what I mean? I mean, OPEC needs to take its head out of its ass and realize that if they're trying to hurt us, you know, I'm talking about us. I'm talking about America and the West. If they're trying to hurt us by upping the price of oil, it's only going to hurt their pocketbooks. I mean, it's only going to hurt their financial interest by doing such a ridiculous thing. But once again, this is OPEC. You know what I'm saying? I mean, turbines on too tight or something. I mean, these are all autocratic dictators, or despots, or monarchs of all things. That's what's so funny is that you got this Arab Spring. They're pissed off that some of the, like in Yemen. That's why I don't really cover what's going on in Yemen. It's damn near the 8th level of hell out there in Yemen. And the reason I don't cover it is because it's a goddamn Al Qaeda jihad happening out there. You know what I'm saying? And they blame all these people because it's America. They did it. America. Allah Akbar. Well, to the Arabs out there, let's take a step back in history, shall we? All right. Now, first of all, there is no precedent in Arab history, Islamic history, Muslim history. There is no precedent or any kind of cultural significance as it relates to monarchs. All right. There's no such thing as monarchs in the Arab history or in the Islamic history, Muslim history. Okay, that's first and foremost. Allah Akbar, brothers. All right. Secondly, who is the culprit behind monarchs as it relates to it being spread in an imperial fashion? Well, none other than our fellow brethren across the pond, the English. You understand? Now, what you don't understand is that when the Ottoman Empire, which, stood the test of time, it was, 450 years rule of the Ottoman Empire, they decided to get on the side of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire during World War I. And unfortunately, the French and the British beat the living bejesus out of, the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. They beat the living bejesus out of the Ottoman Empire. And as a result, they cut up the Middle East like it was a freaking cake. Do you understand? They cut up the Middle East like it was a freaking cake. These stupid borders that these people are fighting over out there in the Arab Spring were cut up by English and French, I guess, leadership, diplomats, foreign policy makers, whatever the case might be, all right? And what did they do? They instilled these monarchs, all right? They instilled these monarchs. Now, how did they choose these monarchs to just come about? Well, do you remember the old story of Lawrence of Arabia? Do y'all remember that? Well, Lawrence of Arabia was actually a British operative that went into the tribal areas of the Ottoman Empire and actually struck deals with the tribal leaders of all the tribes so that the Ottoman Empire could implode from within. And that's exactly what happened. I think everybody needs to do their history. Anyway, my point is that, Arab Spring, Allah Akbar, brothers, why are you getting pissed at America about these despotic, monarch regimes when it was the English that implemented all these losers? I mean, come on, man. Like some black man on the street asking me for a change would say, come on, man. So I just don't get it, man. I mean, do your history. That's exactly what happened. I mean, the only reason that there's monarchs in the Arab world is because the English put them there. I'm not saying anything bad against my English brethren there, but history is history. I mean, it's written. Anyway, 646-652-4869. I want to hear from you. What do you got to say about things? We got Drakes. What's going on, Drakes? Are you on the horn? Nyan Kitty. We've already heard it. Dunlop, what's up? Hey, I like that kind of stuff, huh? It's like 1910 kind of crap, huh?
Your best to take
off. Get them off. Get them off. I mean, can we get some lulls here? What is it? John Edward, what's going on?
Hey, it's me again, your favorite Mexican.
This Arab immigrant, for Christ's sake. Can you go do some Allah Akbar or something, for Christ's sake? I mean, why can't you just act like your other Arab brethren? Why can't you just call up and say, hey, the ghost, I don't agree with what you're saying. I mean, start giving some character to yourself. You sound ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why don't you say, yes, we are not going to back down, ghost. That's not what we're going to do. Anyway. I'm sorry. I'm not. Look, and now I'm getting called a racist now. Oh, yeah, here's the game. Here's the game again. Let us play it again, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Where's my drink? Where's my drink? Now, I'm going to tell you people on the internet something, all right? All of you out there on the internets. Because I don't think you heard me, all right? I am not a racist. Do you understand? I am not a racist. All right? I mean, for you to sit here and make that slanderous lie, that slanderous accusation about me, not only breaks my heart, but it pisses me off. That's what it does. It pisses me off because you don't understand. I go out of my way to extend my hand to everybody when it comes to my friendship. I mean, I am a melting pot of friendship. Do you understand? A melting pot of friendship. I mean, I hate to keep reiterating this. I hate to sound like somebody that's trying to prove that I'm not racist, but it's ridiculous because these assholes in the chat room keep flapping their fat Dorito-stained fingers on the keyboard, keep making that accusation about me. But I have a whole bunch of friends. I mean, you just don't even imagine. I mean, I got a whole bunch of friends that happen to be black, all right? I mean, a whole bunch of friends that happen to be Mexican, all right? I mean, a whole bunch of friends that happen to be Oriental. And for you idiots to be sitting here making these stupid, dumb, slanderous excuses of lies down here makes me sick. So anyway, I'm sorry, folks. I just had to get that out. I just had to get that off my chest. I mean, you see these idiots all the time in the chat room saying that I'm a racist. I am not a racist. All right? I mean, everybody's money's green, baby. All right? I don't give a crap what race you are. Let's take some more calls here. I want to hear from you. We were talking about OPEC not raising production and basically causing a spike in oil, but of course we're getting sidetracked by other nonsense, so we're just going with the flow, baby. 416, you're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost, I just had a question about that OPEC thing.
Go ahead.
I was just wondering, has anyone really been far as decided to use even go want to do more like?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, that stupid meme, that stupid little like, that crap was used on me 3 years ago on this program, man. I mean, the guy who used it then is probably like in college and probably, gonna, start his career. And here you got some, new fag like yourself off for the summer coming in here trying to implement that meme as if you're gonna get some kind of lulz or something. All right. Let me tell you something. The pool is closed for your ass. Get him off! Get him off! Anyway, 646-652-4869. Let me go ahead and take another sip of my beer. Yeah, I mean, every time you idiots fail to get lulz, anytime you idiots sit here and call me up and do these stupid, ridiculous sentence fragment one-liners, I am going to make you hear me take a sip of my beer. All right? That's what I'm going to take a sip of beer here. All right, who else we got going on? 817, what's up?
Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, sorry, I had to fix my thing. So, am I to understand that you are a melting pot of racism?
No, I'm a melting pot of friendship, sir. I mean, all you people that are sitting here trying to say that I'm a racist, I'm taking offense to that, and I want you to stop saying it.
I really think you're a melting pot of nine.
What, is this the new meme here? Wait, where were you going, to the meme generator or something, for Christ's sake? I mean, that meme made me want to puke for Christ's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, you know what, 817? I do want to do something with you, so stay on the phone because, I'm hearing a twang there. I'm hearing a twang, and when I hear a twang, you know what time it is, folks. It's time to play the game, everybody's favorite game. It's Guess the Minority! Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to play Guess the Minority right now because 817, who's calling me a racist, I'm sensing an ethnic twang. I'm sensing an ethnic twang. And I just want to know, do you think it is? I want to see your guesses on the chat screen right now. All right. 817, are you still there, sir?
Do you really think this game isn't racist?
Hold on. What's your favorite food?
Ooh, I love fried chicken and watermelon.
No, wait a minute. Hold on a second. At first, I thought you were black, but I'm hearing a Mexican twang in there. Is there a little bit of a Mexican in you?
Is there a little bit of racist in you?
Are you Mexican? Just answer the question. Are you a Mexican?
Well, I asked you if you're racist first, so I think you should answer that.
I said I'm not a racist, all right? I'm asking you, are you a Mexican, yes or no?
No.
You're lying. What
lying.
nationality? What is your persuasion?
I'm straight. Are you hitting on me?
Look, I know you're a Mexican. I know you're a little ashamed of it. I don't blame you. I mean, the tequila party and all, that's pretty, give me a break. But, just admit that you're a Mexican, all right?
Tequila party? Tequila party isn't racist.
Hey, asshole, that's a real party. Your Mexicans put it together, man. I'm not making this up. Why don't you Google it? They're getting together. I kid you not. You think that's racist? Hey, take it up with your boys. Take it up with the Vato Locos that made it up. I kid you not. The tequila party is in complete opposition to the Tea Party. That's why it was made. I kid you not, man.
Well, I wouldn't know about that because I'm not Mexican.
You're lying your ass off. I mean, let me tell you. You want to know why I know you're Mexican? Because, when you're saying your CHs, like chair, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a chair. You're saying it like it's an SH, You're not necessarily saying, the emphasis on the CH. You're saying it like, hey, look at the share. Look at the share. I like that. Yeah, they're going to go sit on the share. You know what I'm saying, 817? I mean, I can just sense it from. Just please admit you're Mexican.
You're so bad at this game. Just accusing someone of being a certain race doesn't mean you're guessing their race. It makes you racist.
Hold on. I mean, let me tell you, you're stumbling over your own tongue. You're not making very much sense on your sentence structure. So I'm starting to believe you are a Mexican, even though you don't want to admit it. I know the tequila party. It's It's bad. I know. It's not my fault, man. It's your brothers. I mean, it's your what do you call those guys? Primos. It's your primos.
I call them Chicanos.
You call them Chicanos? Yeah, I knew he was mad. Woo! I freaking love this game, man. I freaking love this game. Woo! Man, I'm telling you, man. I love this game right now. Let me tell you something. I'm always right, and everybody sits here and tries to tell me that I'm the racist, but I'm right. How am I racist if I'm right? All right? If I'm right, how is that racist? You know what I'm saying? You heard him. He's like, hey, man, I call him Chicanos, Hoss. I call him Chicano. All right. Do you have anything else to say or something?
Yeah, everyone follow me on Twitter,
Shut up, all right? Why don't you go out and, smile like you have a taco or something there, son, all right? We don't care what your Twitter name is, all right? We don't care. Nobody wants to follow you. You're an idiot. Stupid moron. He's ashamed to be Mexican, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Kid Frost would kick his ass. You understand what I'm saying? Cypress Hill would roll his ass right now for not representing brown pride in La Raza. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? La Raza would be gang rolling his ass with all their prison tattoos and their bald heads. You know, they'd be rolling his ass. Anyway, let me go ahead and take some more callers here. Before we take another call, let me move on to the next. Let me move on to the next subject matter. I want to talk a little bit about Fitch's ratings, the Fitch rating service. And for you folks that aren't familiar with the Fitch rating service, it's much like Moody's. It's a rating service that basically gauges the weight in security and in profitability, certain financial instruments, or in this case, countries' credit ratings. And Fitch rating system has said that the United States, their treasury bonds, are going to go to junk status if there is not an agreement on this debt ceiling before August. All right? This is a serious subject matter. I know there's people out here thinking that it's a big joke. It is not a joke. All right? We were the standard, for Christ's sake. We were the standards of, we're the bastions of capitalism, man. We were the bastions of capitalism. Now we are the bastards. Unfreaking believable. Fitch rating system says that they're going to turn our treasury bonds into junk status, for Christ's sake. Anyway, 646-652-4869. Before we get on to anything, I know there's a lot of people that want to... how can I put it? They want me to give shout-outs on Twitter, all right? All right, so go ahead and retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, Ghost Politics, all right? There's the name right there, Ghost Politics. Everybody who retweets the first tweet, I'm going to give them a shout-out over the air here, as a matter of fact. Let's go ahead and see if there's anybody who's done it right now, all right? Because we have to make sure that Anthony showing my wiener to any bimbo who gives me a decent erotic text imbecile is actually not only thrown out of office, but he should be thrown in freaking jail, all right? Anyway, let's take some shout-outs. FT Karma, thanks a lot for retweeting. Jim9349, thanks for retweeting. We got Lucky Sinner BWC, thanks for retweeting. We got Nick Oh, you assholes! Stop with the stupid syllables and stop with these stupid names that are making me look like a jagoff, man. I'm sick of you idiots doing this, all right? I'm actually providing time on my show. To give you people some goddamn shout-outs, and you make me act like a jagoff by making these stupid names, for Christ's sake. Ass clowns. I'm not gonna say the rest of these. Look at these. Dildo. Dildo 1, huh? This is horrible. I can't believe you racist, but I'm the racist, right? You idiots are sitting here, promoting these stupid racist memes and racist euphemisms out here, but I'm the racist, huh? You piece of crap. Anyway, Captain Charisma also retweeted. We got some asshole by the name of Hot Communist. Go, screw yourself. We got Alcoholic. What's going on? He retweeted. We got Oak U69. We got Lucky Sinner BWC once again. We Give D Finger also retweeted. Yuri Nader. All right. You got Gay Pride 100. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gay Pride 100, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I don't understand why there's a huge gay contingent that listens to this broadcast, but I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate it, all right? I appreciate it. Anyway, let me move on. Like I said, Fitch rating system saying that the U.S. Treasuries could be rated as junk status. We got a AAA rating. And it could go into junk bond status if we default on our debt, for Christ's sake. I mean, this is just, I don't even want to know the implications of this. It's just getting scary out here. Let's take some calls. Area code 214, what's up? You're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost. You seem really well-versed. Pretty good. I just wondered, at the rate you're owning everybody who calls in, are you the troll, or are we the trolls? Because it feels like we're getting owned left and right.
Well, I mean, I'm not a troll. I mean, what I'm trying to do is spread the ideology of capitalism throughout the international community. And unfortunately, we have communist agitators. We've got, homosexuals that I guess are getting their feelings hurt because I'm saying pink team and fruit bowl and all this other nonsense. We got, bull-nosed bull dykes calling in because, I'm not down with them diving on carpets. We've got these we've got so many people calling up in an attempt to agitate the show. I'm not going to sit here and allow these people to get the last word, for Christ's sake. I mean, I will give them a verbal beat down, and all they can do is look at me like in complete awe, freaking awe at the manly dominance that I'm just throwing around this show like it ain't shit. So, anyway, that's I mean, I'm trying to advocate capitalism. I'm trying to promote the idea of capitalists throughout the international community. That's my purpose here.
Okay. Well, I guess my real question is, how are you so well versed in 4chan? It seems like you're the one that's inciting all of us to come to you, and you're just taking us all down. Are you trolling us, or are we trolling you?
What are you talking about? I know I'm well-versed in 4chan. What the hell is that supposed to mean, well-versed in 4chan? What, do we got a language or something?
No, but there's a lot of fucking memes that you are very well aware of, and it just seems like you're fucking with us, and it's not the other way around.
No, well, I mean, I'm just saying, it's not hard. It's not hard to realize a lot of these memes. I mean, they're thrown out on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm out there. You understand? I'm out there on the internet. I'm searching. I'm seeing what's going on out here. You understand? And what I'm doing, and I'm not posting anything on 4chan, believe me. I mean, those posts that they're throwing on there and on any other place, I am not posting them. I'm not. All right? I am not posting them. But, the people that come here from 4chan, I mean, what I want to know and what I want them to do is realize that I am a capitalist, and they need to be a capitalist. And because they are well-versed in not just 4chan linguistics, but also well-versed in computers, well-versed in education, and are smarter than the average schmuck, they need to realize that that's what capitalism is. That's the fundamentals of it. Being above the average schmuck that's collecting a goddamn loaf of bread from the bread line handed down by Big Brother government. Do you understand? I mean, that's what capitalism is about. All right? And I want everyone throughout the international community to embrace capitalism and not let these goddamn governments or these international institutions take control of us. Anyway, man, I'm sorry I'm getting a little out of hand here, but let me tell you, it's getting really serious. I mean, it's no coincidence that we're seeing governments throwing totalitarianism upon us, and the American people are dumbfounded and, watching episodes of American Idol. You understand what I'm saying?
I do. Ghost, I would like to know what you do for a living. What makes you kind of above these lesser non-capitalist people? What makes you so...
What are you talking about, man? I mean, I mean, what don't I do? I mean, I've got brick mortar businesses. I've got real estate, believe it or not. I mean, I got real estate that not only do I have a pretty good amount of equity in, but moreover, I use it as income. I got a condo off the coast that I rent out on a consistent basis. I mean, I even have some management company taking control of that. They're in charge of it. They even send the goddamn work people out there, the whole 9 yards. I'm collecting $1,000 a week when I'm not there, chilling there on the goddamn seas. As a matter of fact, there's a goddamn YouTube video I put out about me whenever I spend a weekend out there at the goddamn condominium that I got on the coast here. Moreover, I had some brick mortar business. I still have a couple of brick mortar businesses, but I did sell one of them recently. And, I'm holding on to a big, chunk of capital that I've invested some in equities. I've also invested some in other potential investments that I'm kind of, feeling out, so to speak. Moreover, when I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, all right, 5:30 in the morning, I trade futures. I'm trading options. I have long-term assets in the equities market. Moreover, I also trade options and day trade, and you put all this together, it's some serious capital, man.
All right.
Well, thanks a lot for calling, man. I appreciate it. Let's get somebody else on the horn. 111, what's up, man?
What's cracking, you middle-aged, fat, drunk piece of shit?
Oh, are you hating on me, man? Why are you mad?
Do you wish you were Howard Stern?
You mad?
You'll never be Howard Stern.
You mad?
You were like, hello?
You mad?
Yeah.
You mad? You mad?
You keep saying...
You stupid moron. Get him off. Get this stupid idiot off. He's mad, for Christ's sake. You want to know why you're mad there, son? You're mad because, I'm living lavish. I'm drinking $400 bottles of Johnny Walker Blue Label Scotch on the air. I'm smoking, $30 Churchill-size Opus X cigars. You know what I'm saying? I mean, by the box. And you're sitting there still in Mommy's basement wishing that you could get some capital out here. You shouldn't hate me, be me. You understand? Don't hate me, be me, baby. Go out there and make some money, man. That's what it's about. Let me tell you something. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Anybody who tries to tell you otherwise is an idiot. All right? Anybody that says, it's not about the money, Ghost. It's also about friendship. And it's also about... Shut up. Are you kidding me? I mean, do you think it's rather coincidental? Okay. Let's just take this debate one step at a time. Let's say that it's family, right? That's the big deal. Oh, what about your family, Ghost? There's nothing that can buy off your family. To be honest with you, extended family. I'm not talking about your intermediate family, like if you're married, your wife, your children. Even then, you got to watch out for them. But I'm talking about extended family. The brothers, the cousins, the aunts, the uncles. You mean to tell me that money is worth more than, or these people are worth more than money? On the contrary, every time you get together, and I'm sure if you happen to be a capitalist, you have come across this many times with your family members, they come up and they're real quick to tell their sad stories, like, oh yeah, I can't believe I just got laid off, and Billy got an operation on his crotch, and they give you all these sob stories so they can build you up in hoping to juice you out of a couple of bucks. That's what family's for right there, all right? That's what family's for. That's what I'm saying. It's all about the money, baby. All right? As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and get my beer here. I want to say cheers to everybody. Money and the power. Money and the power. Let me go ahead and take a drink, for Christ's sake. Here. Good stuff, baby. Good stuff. Let me give some shout-outs. And for all you folks that are wondering, there are people that are actually retweeting the first tweet on my Twitter account. And here it is. My Twitter account is Ghost Politics. Let me go ahead and post it in the chat room right there. All right, right there. If you retweet the first tweet on that Twitter account, I'm going to give you some shout-outs. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give some shout-outs right now. All right, we've got Roth Blast. We've got Cave Johnson. What's going on? We got Fagot. All right. Oh, you stupid asshole. Screw you. Urinator. Screw you, too. We got Nika. Man, you goddamn racist assholes. You people are racist assholes. That's what you people are. And you're calling me a racist? You're calling me a racist, you assholes? Dumb idiots. We got Clit Oris. Jesus Christ. We got Justin Sider. Man, are you people kidding me? Are you kidding me with these freaking names out here? Jesus Christ. What else we got? Come on, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that either. Orson Welles in the house. My Drew Peacock. I fap to gays. Oh, screw you too, you asshole. You're fapping. You're fapping to naked pictures of Elton John's rose-budded 65-year-old asshole. Don't sit here and give me this crap. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. I know that we're supposed to be talking about serious subject matters here, but once again, we got agitators coming into the program here trying to agitate the show, and I'm not going to let it happen. All right? Anyway, let me move on to another subject matter. We talked about Fitch rating system saying U.S. Treasuries could be rated as junk if the government doesn't take its head out of its ass and raise this debt ceiling. But the next thing I want to talk about is how the Senate has passed this bill that is going to allow the federal government, or actually not the federal government, the Federal Reserve, excuse me, it's going to allow the Federal Reserve to slash debit card fees paid to banks. That's right. Right now, as it stands, if you have a debit charge at a department store or any kind of retailer, the retailer is actually charged 44 cents. 44 cents per transaction, which is ridiculous, especially if you're somebody like a brick mortar, that utilizes these transactions as generating income. 44 cents. Well, today the Senate passed this bill that will allow the Federal Reserve to force the banks to lower those debit charges to something like 12, 15 cents, I believe. 12 to 15 cents. And, of course, everybody's like, oh, that's great. Look, we're going to be able to charge less, and it should be great. And it's not going to be great, assholes. It's not going to be great. You want to know why? Because the banks, they're going to lose money. I mean, you take in consideration every transaction that is made on a consistent basis on debit cards. All right? You take every transaction, multiply that by 44 cents. All right? All right, take that same amount of transactions and multiply it by 12 cents. And minus the two totals, that's what the banks are going to be losing in money. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to raise rates on every other little financial product that the bank institutes, like charging more for check printing. Maybe even charging us for taking out money out of our own goddamn accounts. I mean, it's bad enough that you got to give a piss and blood sample before you have the bank even give you some cash when you go to the goddamn bank teller. Now, I mean, it's just disgraceful, man. It's just disgraceful what has happened here. I mean, we're going to see financial institutions charge for everything. Everything. I mean, no longer free checking. No longer are we going to have free savings accounts. I mean, I'm sure that, if you don't meet up to a certain standard of savings, like, I don't know, 20,000, they're probably going to charge your ass a monthly fee. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, how is this helping the American people? How is this helping? Anyway, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. Let's take some more callers here. What do we got? We got Simon Medler. What's up? You there?
Can I touch your nipples?
Now, here's this stupid. I mean, look, you're an Arab, all right? You're not Mexican. I know that maybe you want to be a Chicano because, it's better than being a, but seriously, it's getting pretty old. Nobody likes you around here. You know that?
I thought you liked Mexicans, man.
Get this stupid Arab off. Get him off, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, and learn English. Haywood, what's up? You there?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I was just wondering what your thoughts on Howard Stern are.
Jesus Christ, I've already given you my thoughts on Howard Stern, all right? I've already given my thoughts on that old 60-year-old piece of prostate-infected crap who left his family and decided to go bang the stupid blonde bimbo who he is funding, all right? Who he is funding all these goddamn little roles and these little ventures at this blonde bimbo that he's supposed to be tagging all day. He's funding this crap, and you know for a fact, you know it and I know it, that Howard Stern possibly touches that piece of blonde tail at, I mean, just maybe on Jesus' birthday, you know? And, you know, he's Jewish, so maybe, you know, on one of the 8 days of the menorah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking. I kid you not. This guy is not tagging tail. And what gets me is that you young people actually jock this old fart. I mean, you know, first of all, he's stupid. He's ridiculous. I mean, it's the same shtick, you know, like, all right, why don't you bend over and let me throw some salami at your ass? I mean, it's stupid. It's pathetic, man. I mean, it's about enough. I mean, you know, does anybody know Sirius Radio's tweet? I mean, that's a tweet that we should be sending, for Christ's sake. Get Howard Stern the hell off the air. It's enough of this asshole. That's enough. That is enough. I mean, seriously, man. I would get it. I would get it if, you know, Howard Stern was some asshole, like I've said, and I'll continue to say it, that makes these bimbos wet when they come into his goddamn studio. I'm talking about like the starlets out here that he interviews. I mean, if they were like smitten every time that, you know, they came onto his air, then I'd understand. I'd be like, hey, man, all the broads want him. I mean, they want to pull the balls out of his pants. But no, that's not what's happening here, folks. That's not what's happening here. So screw you, Howard Stern. That's enough of this idiot. I'm sick and tired of you dumb young people jocking this old piece of crap. Dumbass, old prostate-infected bastard. It's not even real hair. It's not even real hair. And let me tell you, I don't really appreciate Howard Stern, you know, sending his asshole little minions out to my show in an attempt to try to, you know, I guess promote his show to my tens of thousands of listeners throughout the world. You know, I really don't appreciate Howard Stern, you know, trying to mooch listeners off of me, for Christ's sake. I mean, that's how desperate he is, you know? That's how desperate Howard Stern is. He's coming on to my show trying to, you know, plug his stupid show, for Christ's sake, because, you know, I got tens of thousands of listeners throughout the world. Throughout the world. Anyway, let's take some more callers here. 337, you're on the horn. What's up?
What's going on, Ghost?
How's it going, man?
Good. What's going on in the show today? I just tuned in.
No, man. Well, we were talking about, you know, Fitch rating system lowering, or is going to lower U.S. Treasury bonds to junk status in August, but now we're talking about the Senate letting the Federal Reserve slash debit card fees paid to banks by retailers. It was 44 cents, now it's 12 cents, and I've been saying to people out there that, you know, we're going to see a spike in other products provided by the bank in price, like check printing, savings accounts, CDs, so on and so forth.
Well, it seems like now is a good time to actually be in the market.
No, I think, well, to be honest with you, I think it's a good time to be in the market as well. I mean, you know, I believe that the Federal Reserve is going to implement QE3. You know, we should be hearing about it here at the end of the month once QE2 runs down. And once they implement another quantitative easing, by default, we're going to see a rise in equities. We're going to see a rise in commodities, gold especially. And I think you know, it's going to be a bull market once again. It's going to be short-lived, another short-term bull run, but it'll give enough time for capitalists to make some money and you know, be able to relay it into other financial instruments.
What do they call that? Like a dead cat bounce or something? Whenever it's you know, you get a quick run in the bull.
Well, I wouldn't call it that because it's artificially done at this point. I mean, what you're talking about is something that kind of happens when the investor community believes that the market has been oversold, so they come in, by gang loads, bottom feeding, and then you see a short-term spike. No, what this is going to be is more of what you saw once they implemented quantitative easing too. And if you take a look at the chart of Dow Jones Industrial, of S&P 500, or the NASDAQ, and you take a look at when they implemented QE2 till about now, this is when the bull market happened. I mean, this is when, a rise and spike in equities happened, for Christ's sake. And I think that we're going to see another one of those because we've been seeing all the profits that have been made through the past year since the quantitative easing 2 was implemented, and it's been erased within the past couple of weeks because the investors aren't hearing the Federal Reserve saying that, hey, we're going to implement quantitative easing 3. Now, the bad part about it is that by implementing these quantitative easing phases, it's depleting the currency. It's debasing the currency. It's making it turn into fiat currency, and that's what's really causing the rise in equities, gold, silver, so on and so forth. But that's not to say that you cannot profit even though the currency is being debased here in America. I mean, you can offshore, and remember, you cannot just bank with American banks. You can also bank with banks throughout the world, throughout the international community. Maybe you want to convert some dollars into a more secure currency. Maybe you want to invest in some foreign markets. Maybe you want to, do something. This is what diversification is all about, man. I mean, that's all there is to it. Anyway, let me see who else has been retweeting the first tweet here. Who else we got? We got Ghost Likes Toast, you asshole. We got I'm Common Hist. Screw you! I'm not a damn commie, you stupid moron. Jesus Christ. Annie Ligger, all right. We got you tourists. We got Gay for Ghost. Jesus Christ. We got I'm a Fogate. We got Nicker. Oh, you stupid sick assholes. We got Omicron. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Look at these sick names, man. Look at these sick names, for Christ's sake. Sick bastards, man. I'm giving shout-outs here. I'm giving shout-outs, and you idiots are trying to make me look like jagoffs, man. Anyway, check it out. We are in the 8 minutes into the second hour of the True Capitalist radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks, go to the forums, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio isn't affected in the house. Moreover, there's all kinds of little buttons underneath the player there. Use and abuse those buttons, all right? Give us a Facebook like. Give us a tweet. Share this. Moreover, you can embed the True Capitalist Player. Believe it or not, you can embed the True Capitalist Player on your blog, on your profile, and actually simulcast the broadcast from whatever website you embed the player in. I kid you not. Every time we have a live broadcast, you can actually relay it on your site. It's unbelievable. Anyway, moreover, I'd like for everybody to please follow me on Twitter. If you haven't done so already, Ghost Politics is the name to follow. All right? I mean, not only will it keep you on taps of when I'm going to conduct a broadcast, which I conduct these broadcasts Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard U.S. time, but I also, tweet out a lot of good news and a lot of things that people need to be informed about. And, it's pretty good commentary even on the tweets, so go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Moreover, I'm looking for a few good men and women that are actual capitalists out here, that are individuals that actually want to join what I have created, and I'm talking about the capitalist army. www.capitalistarmy.com. Let me go ahead and put it in here in the chat room here real quick. Capitalistarmy.com. We're looking for a few good men and women to join. All right? All right, I'm looking for a few good men and women to join. And moreover, I'm looking for some goddamn chat ops. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some chat ops. So if you want to be a chat operator, join the True Capitalist Army. And I'm going to be implementing this goddamn voice chat room this Friday. All right? This Friday after the show, I'm going to be in the chat room for voice chat. So if you want to kick back with me and, have a few drinks, have a little bit more of an informal setting, join the Capitalist Army, and, we're going to be voice chatting after the show on Friday. So it's going to be kick-ass, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and take some more callers here. We were talking about how the Senate is letting the Federal Reserve slash debit card fees paid to banks by retailers. And what I'm saying is that's going to have a negative effect on those of us that actually do business with financial institutions, because we are going to see an increase in everything. We're going to see an increase in everything. We're going to see an increase in banking institutional fees and return check fees. I mean, just everything you can imagine. Anyway, I want to move on to another subject matter. I want to talk about the Arizona wildfires that we've been discussing throughout the week here. Arizona is going, through the state's second largest wildfire in the state's history. It has already burned 311,000 acres. All right? 311,000 acres scorched so far, and it's actually extending into Mexico, or New Mexico, excuse me. It's extending into New Mexico, for Christ's sake. And it's a very scary time for people in Arizona, people in New Mexico, and, my heart goes out to the folks that are losing property, that are losing possessions, that got to escape, leaving behind a lot of the hard-earned money that they put into materials and so on and so forth. So, once again, a cheers to all you folks out there. Let me go ahead and take a swig of this here. And according to reports, how this started, of course, was some asshole making a campfire. That's what happened. An asshole making a campfire basically created these Arizona wildfires. So, to that asshole, thanks a lot, scumbag. I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. Let's take some calls. 111, you're on the air.
Do you honestly believe Mr. Fortune Cookie isn't racist?
What are you talking about? I mean, it's a representative of the Communist government of China. It's not racist. What are you talking about?
That's you doing an Asian accent, and it's very obvious and very insulting.
No, look, I mean, I know you got your mother yelling at you back there, but listen to me. I am not a racist, all right? I want you to get that to your thick skull. Do you understand what I'm saying, son?
Mr. Fortune Cookie says otherwise.
Look, Mr. Fortune Cookie isn't here today to defend himself, but once again, for all the folks that don't know, Mr. Fortune Cookie is a communist representative of China who comes in and actually chimes in on any of the Chinese-related material that we're criticizing, and we do so because, Blog Talk Radio broadcasts in China, and a stipulation of Blog Talk Radio broadcasting in China is that, we allow a representative to give a rebuttal on any criticism towards the country. I really don't appreciate you, 111, bringing him up, because now, I'm sure he's going to have to call in because we're talking about the communist government. We are talking about China. Why did you bring him up anyway, man?
Nobody buys that Rudy Poo BS story. We know it's you, Goat.
I mean, what are you, The Rock? What are you watching men in underwear and tights muscle bound each other over a squared circle? Huh? What are you going to say? Oh, you smell what The Rock is cooking. Are you going to give us the eyebrow and the whole nine and the people's elbow? Are you going to give us that too?
What does that have to do with you being a racist?
Because you're sitting here calling her your Rudy Poo candy ass. Give me a break. I am not a racist. And you see, look, there he is. There he is. Now, thanks a lot, 111. Thanks a lot. Because we've talked about the Communist government of China, now we have to give Mr. Fortune Cookie his goddamn say-so, for Christ's sake, you milky liquor. I mean, are you kidding me? Now we got to give him his goddamn say-so. Thanks a lot. Thanks, asshole. Are you proud of yourself now, 111?
@hot_communist.
Yeah, shut up. All right? As a matter of fact, I mean, he wasn't expected to speak today, but without any further ado, Mr. Fortune Cookie, are you there, sir? Oh.
You see, you motherfucker out there talk garbage about the communist government in China. But you need to realize, motherfucker, that we're not going to sit here and allow you American motherfucker to talk about us no longer. We got Google sitting here saying Chinese hackers go there and hack a Gmail account. We don't hack a Gmail account. We don't need to hack a Gmail account. Google is a political tool of America. And they're trying to implement all this kind of democracy all over the world, and we're not going to let you bring it into communist government of China. We're not going to let you do that, motherfucker. And Ghost, I don't like the fact that you sit here, you talk about communist government in China, and you don't even have China on your description in the show, motherfucker. I don't appreciate it. So, once again, all you American motherfucker, you sit here talking garbage about us again, I'm going to have to come back, and not only that, we're going to sell our treasury bonds, motherfucker. We're going to sell our treasury bonds, and then you American motherfucker are not going to know what to do. No, you're not going to know what to do. You're going to sit there like a chicken with your head cut off without your entitlement, motherfucker, without your government cheese, motherfucker, because us Chinese people own you, American motherfucker. Every time you see Chinese people on the street, you American people should be on your knees, motherfucker. You should be on your knees bowing down to the Chinese people on the street. We own you people. We're going to make all you American motherfuckers eat with chopstick, motherfucker. We're going to make you eat with chopstick and get rid of the fork. We're going to steal your forks and we're going to make you eat with chopstick, motherfucker. We're going to stick the chopstick straight up your asshole. Motherfucker. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. I am Mr. Fortune Cookie, and fuck all you people in chat room. Fuck all you people in chat room, motherfucker. You people sit here talk garbage about communist government in China. We monitoring you too, motherfucker. We monitoring you, motherfucker. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. I want to say hello to all the people out there that support the communist government in China. Hello. I have nothing else to say. I am Mr. Fortune Cookie. Thank you very much.
All right. Get him off, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, look, don't you understand, Mr. Fortune Cookie? It's not hero. It's hello. All right? And secondly, we know that you goddamn Chinese own our United States treasuries. We know this, for Christ's sake. And that's why these ass clowns in Washington are considering going default, for Christ's sake. Anyway, we weren't supposed to be talking about that. I'm sorry. We had some asshole call up and talk about, Mr. Fortune Cookie in a bad way. And, of course, if we mention anything about China, we have to make sure that we give them their due, because Blog Talk Radio actually broadcasts in China, and the stipulation of them broadcasting is to give the communist government their rebuttal time, believe it or not. Anyway, let me take some more callers here. We're supposed to be talking about the Arizona wildfires that are spreading to the borders of New Mexico. These Arizona wildfires has destroyed 311,000 acres. 311,000! And it doesn't seem like no end in sight. I want to hear from you. What do you got to say about it? Area code 636, you're on the horn.
Yeah, Ghost, no one in China listens to you because you're a fucking faggot.
Oh, yeah? Well, at least I don't sound as fruity as you, for Christ's sake. Have you heard your freaking voice?
You're still a faggot.
No, you couldn't think of nothing, could you, huh? You couldn't think of anything else, huh? You're kind of lacking cognitive reasoning. You're kind of stupid, slow. I bet you had Ritalin, didn't you?
No, because I'm not a faggot.
Yeah, right. You did have Ritalin because you would know something else besides that word. You want to know why you don't? Because you were raised by your mammy. You know, no father in there. That's what happens. You know, you don't know how to talk like a man, son. You should blame your disgusting whore mother for raising such a fruit bowl like yourself. Don't you agree there, son?
No, not really, because both my parents raised me dipshit. Don't act like you fucking know
don't
everything in the world, you
lie.
faggot.
Don't lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. Come on. We can hear the fruitness in your voice, for Christ's sake. We can hear the gay repression that's in your voice. That's why you're saying these gay derogatory terms. Why don't you just come out with it? Why don't you come out of the closet, huh?
I might sound gay, but I'm not gay, you fucking faggot.
Oh, come on. Don't lie. Come on. You can come out the closet. Here, look, I'll tell you what. Hey, engineer, put on some gay music for the fruit bowl. All right? Put on some gay music for the fruit bowl out here so we can give him a little bit more confidence in him coming out of the closet, all right? Hey, 636, we're going to put on some gay music for you, all right? Pretend like it's the gay club, you know? Make you a little bit more easy to come out of the closet there, 636.
Dude, you're the one that wanted to play it.
Come on, Come on, here, let's get a fag voice, or excuse me, let's get a gay voice going on. Let's get
hello? Come on, 636, why don't you just come out of the closet? I can hear the repression in your voice. I can hear you breathing, baby. Let me take you on a trip around the world and back. Come on, I can hear you. Say goodbye to leave me. Oh, yeah. Come on, 636, I can hear you.
Oh, can you, fag? Because you're the one wanting to play all this shit, so you're the fag.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you the world in my eyes. Yeah. Come on, come out of the closet, 636. Come on. Let the gayness flow out of you. Come on. We can hear it in your voice. I can tell that there was nothing but motherly nurturing or lack thereof when raising you. Am I right? Come on, 636. Come on. Confess to it. This is a happy time. This is a happy time. Pretend it's like a gay club, okay? Come on.
Faggot.
Oh, don't be bashing. Come on. My body do the talking. Yeah. Let me show you the world in my eye.
All right, shut it off. Hey, 636, you seem a little speechless all of a sudden. You called up to troll me. Now I'm making you look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack. What gives there, boy?
Hey, faggot, maybe if you would let me talk while you're playing the music.
Well, then talk. You got time to talk. Well, then go ahead and talk there, you gay club patronizing piece of nipple clamp loving butt plug up the ass looking wish you had a personality.
No, you're a faggot, and you don't let people talk, faggot, and you're the one wanting to play that music, so
Can
you're
you
the
come
faggot.
up with something else other than that same word? You're using the same word over
I'm sorry,
and
you
over
were
and
raised by a
over and
fucking
over and
cunt,
over.
you useless piece of shit.
Oh, now we're getting to the
mother's
four-letter
cunt.
words now. We're getting to the four-letter words. Hey, did the last black guy that your mother brought home from happy hour, did he use that word against her? Is this where you're getting your manly dominance from?
No, I watched you looking at your mother's cunt. That's where I got it from.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? That's the best you got? That's the best you got, for Christ's sake? I mean, come on, man. Hey, I'm demoralizing your manhood.
You try to act hard because you have a small dick.
I'm demoralizing your manhood, and all you can say is I have a small pecker shaft. I'm beating your ass. I'm giving you a verbal anal raping.
Male dominance like nothing. You were a fucking
I'm giving you a verbal
shit.
anal raping, son. I'm giving you a verbal anal raping with no Vaseline, and all you're doing is looking back saying, "Oh, that hurt." I mean, that's what you're doing, 636. I mean, why don't you let your nuts hang, flex some nuts, and talk like a man, for Christ's sake? I'm demoralizing you. I'm talking about your stupid prostitute mother. I'm calling you a single child. I'm calling you a fruity ass taking up the pooper. I'm calling you somebody that services glory holes, and this is the best you got? Come on, boy.
Why are you talking about fucking me in the ass and I'm the gay one, you faggot?
Jesus Christ, I didn't even say such a thing, you stupid moron. You see, this is what I'm telling you. You see, selective hearing here. You see, I said nothing about, fudge packing this guy's pooper, and this is the first thing that comes to his mind, huh? This is the first. Why are you talking to me? I mean, do I hear a friend back there, too? I mean, that's even worse. You got a male friend, you're sitting here talking garbage, you're listening to the True Capitalist radio show, and there's a couple of hard legs in the room. I mean, don't you think there's something wrong with that picture, 636?
No, not really, because you don't let anyone fucking talk, you faggot.
Well, talk.
Yeah, well, you're a fucking piece of shit. You try to act all hard, but you can probably get your fucking ass beat.
Talk louder. We can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe if you would get that nigger jizz out of your fucking ears, you could hear everyone.
Oh, it went from gay to racist now.
And you
it went from gay to racist now,
stereotypical voices.
Okay, so how about this? How about this, 636? Since you're not only against gays and against blacks, how about if I give your number, like I'm giving everybody else's number, to a black supremacy group, or one of these Latino vato locos, and they do a reverse check on your ass and pay you a visit and see if you'll say that crap in their face. How about that?
Okay, Ghost, you were racist too because you said, "Oh, was that the last black person that your mother brought home?" You scared.
I mean, what? It sounds like you're arguing with your teacher here, son. Do you hear this? It sounds like you're arguing with your teacher in middle school. No, it's not good. You know what? I'm giving you to Grandpa Joe. Hey, Grandpa Joe. Grandpa Joe. Hey, get the Grandpa Paul. Get this idiot out of here. Get him. Tell him something. Hello?
You're a fag?
Oh, yeah. Come on over here, boy. Come on over here. Sit on my lap. Come on over here, boy.
I'm never going to go to fucking Texas because it's full of faggots.
Come on over here, take your underwear off, boy. Come on over here, take your underwear off. Oh, yeah. Oh, you hurt me. You hurt me. Oh, yeah. Oh, you there, boy?
Yeah, you're still talking about gay shit. Why are you talking about gay shit?
Oh, come on,
How am I
boy.
the gay
Come on
one
over
when
here,
you're
take
talking
your
about
underwear
gay shit?
Oh, you hurt me. You hurt me. Oh, yeah. How you like that, boy? Oh.
You're still talking about gay shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you like that, don't you, boy? You like that, don't you, boy? Oh, you hurt me. You hurt me. Oh. All right, give me the goddamn microphone. Jesus Christ. Is this enough for you, 636?
No, because you're the one still being a fucking fag doing this gay shit over the phone.
The same words, for Christ's sake, man. I have cut you down lower than the clitoris lips of, Kim Kardashian, which hangs down below her knees. And the best you can come up with is, you're a faggot, you're a faggot. I mean, you've been saying the same word. Come up with something new, for Christ's sake. I'll tell you what, I'm going to hang up on you, all right? Is it your home phone?
No.
It's not. Is it your home? I want to talk to your mother then. I'm going to call you all night until I talk to your mother.
You probably won't because this is my cell phone, you dipshit.
Oh, it's your cell phone. So, but if I backtrace it, it's gonna be under your mom or dad's name, right?
Sure, I guess.
No. So I mean, if I backtrace it right now, it'll be under your mom or dad's name, and I can probably look them up through various means.
Ghost, it will be under my father's name, just like you said I didn't have a fucking father, acting like you know everything, you fucking sack of shit.
Well, so what? Your father could be paying child support. You know what I'm saying? He could be hooking you up with a phone. He could be hooking you up with a phone because he's already he's already moved on to another family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's got the good old boy in the backyard throwing his football instead of dealing with some, two-bit freckle-faced beaten stepchild like yourself. I mean, just because your dad's name is on a cell phone, does that make any sense? I mean, who cares? I mean, you could be paying child support.
Yeah, no, I live with both my fucking parents.
All right, well, then put your dad on the phone. Everybody on the Internet, look at the Internet right now. They want your dad on the phone. They don't believe you. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, because my dad's at work. He's
where's your mom? Where's your mom at? Put her on the phone.
Oh, she's at work also, dipshit.
Oh, so you're by yourself, huh? And then we wonder why children, have, these sexual deviant orgies between the peak hours of 4 to 8 p.m., huh? Then they wonder why, they're smoking pot in the house, they're having, sexual underage orgies, for Christ's sake. I mean, this is it. This is it, for Christ's sake. You know what? 636, you're in the list. Get him off, for Christ's sake. I've had enough with this idiot. I've had enough of him. All right, you idiot. It's my cell phone, and my daddy pays for it. Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about the horrific Arizona wildfires that are spreading to New Mexico. Over 311,000 acres burnt, but I guess nobody really gives two rats' asses. So I want to move on to another subject matter. I want to talk about Facebook. That's right. I want to talk about Facebook. They are going to use facial recognition technology to tag photos now. Yeah, they're actually going to utilize new facial recognition technology so that they can, tag your photos to other photos and to other people's programs and profiles, so on and so forth. I kid you not. You know what I'm saying? And today, when Facebook announced it, the EU, the European Union actually is filing a lawsuit against Facebook because they're claiming that this is just not right. I don't know. I think it's disgusting, to be honest with you. I mean, this is totalitarianism given to Facebook. I just don't understand how people can just give away not only their pictures and their information, where they work. I mean, they just give up all their demographic and psychographic information for free so that Mark Zuckerberg can, sell the goddamn Facebook shares on the public market and be evaluated at $60 billion. Can you believe this? $60 billion Facebook is evaluated. And how did he get the $60 billion? You idiots gave him the information. $60 billion because you guys gave him all the content, all the pictures of you all, guzzling down a beer bong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all the pictures of you and, grandma, throwing horseshoes in the backyard. Of you and your kids. I mean, Jesus Christ. There's nothing I hate worse than these damn profiles. They're like, yeah, there's my kid, baby. There's my kid right there, baby, my kids. I mean, give me a break. Unless you're actually supporting your kids, don't shove your kids down the social media's throat, all right? Jesus Christ. But yeah, new facial recognition technology is going to, tag people's photos whether they like it or not, all right? Whether you like it or not, your photos are going to be tagged, and they're going to use facial recognition technology. Isn't that great, huh? I mean, where's Orwell? Huh? Anyway, let me take some calls here. 337, you're on the horn.
So why aren't you syndicated radio like Howard Stern?
What do you mean? Why am I not syndicated radio? I'm underground, baby. You understand? I'm too dangerous for radio. Are you kidding me? They don't want none of me. They'd be afraid to put me on the air. I mean, just look at the kind of heat I'm getting here. I only got tens of thousands of listeners. All right? You just wait till I start getting millions, for Christ's sake. I mean, you're going to have so many pansy asses and so many fruit bowls out here trying to take me off the air. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. So why do you ask such a question?
Because you're a racist retard.
I'm a racist? Now, why are you making this assumption? It's you and everybody claiming that I'm a racist. I'm a melting pot of friendship. I've said this time and time again. And for you to sit over here and make this false indictment is slanderous, sir. It's slanderous.
Yes, monsieur. I can do all those gay little voices like you do. Come on. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second, okay, sir? Don't go anywhere, because I think it's time to play that game, folks. Everybody's favorite game. You know what I'm talking about? It's Guess the Minority! That's right. I sense a little bit of an ethnic twang here. A little bit of an ethnic twang. I don't know. We're going to start guessing, so go ahead and put your guesses on the screen right now. That's right. That's what I want to hear from you. Anyway, we're playing everybody's favorite game. We're going to go ahead and guess the minority here. Go ahead and put your guesses on the screen. Anyway, sir, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you talk for us a little bit? We're just trying to guess your nationality or your racial makeup.
What you want to know?
What's your favorite food?
Chinese food.
Chinese food. Okay, interesting. Who is your favorite group for singing or band or whatever?
Come and Conquer.
Who is that again?
Come and Conquer.
The
They're
Commodores?
from Louisiana. That's
The
from
Commodores?
the boys that they play that stringed instrument that's really heavy. They do that screaming.
All right. You know, I'm trying to guess here. Are you black?
No, I'm white. So you're wrong. Fucking racist prick. You
wait a
fucking
minute.
judge prick.
Is this Harry Connick Jr.?
Yes, it is. I'm in New Orleans right now with the Lafayette area code.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, this sounds a lot like Harry Connick Jr.
No, I'm playing on Facebook.
I mean, are you Harry Connick Jr.?
No, I'm Mark Zuckerberg.
You're Mark Zuckerberg. No, don't lie. This is Harry Connick Jr. calling up. I know that it sounds like you sound like that Cajun coon ass dumbass talk that y'all do in Louisiana.
Yeah, I'm Texas too, so shut the fuck up.
Can you do something for us since we've got you on the air? I mean, this is an honor, Harry Connick Jr. Can you do a tune for us?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, can you sing one of your tunes for Christ's sake? I mean, do you have one of those fruity little suits that you usually play into also on by any chance?
If you'd like me to.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Harry Connick Jr., everybody. I can't believe that we have this on True Capitalist Radio. Go ahead.
Well, I'm a capitalist racist and a communist. Aren't you jealous? Like all the fellas over here.
Wait a minute. This isn't Harry Connick Jr. This is just some stupid Cajun asshole from Louisiana, isn't it?
I'm not some stupid Cajun asshole.
No, you sound like some stupid Cajun primitive idiot that's living in the swamps. Is that what you are?
12. No, that's not true.
Yeah, well put is right. Are you kidding me? I know you're one of these little stupid Cajun idiots. I mean, I can tell by the way you're talking, you've only got 3 teeth.
Oh, yeah, share my ball. You want me to talk Cajun, bro?
Yeah, I know you're Cajun. You understand? I mean, let me tell you something right now. I win again, all right? Because let me tell you, you sounded a little black there. You sounded a little bit black. But then when you said you weren't black, I started guessing this is a Cajun ass clown. And then I started thinking maybe this is Harry Connick Jr. Because Harry Connick Jr. tries to act like he's Cajun, but he's just a idiot. But I mean, I really wanted to hear a Harry Connick Jr. tune. You know what I mean? Like, hey Fruity, you can cut my hair. You know what I mean? I wanted to hear one of those old tunes. You know what I'm saying? Are you there?
Cute. That's cute. You know that pretty good.
Now you're starting to sound like a fruit. Get him off. Get this stupid Louisiana Cajun idiot off, for Christ's sake. You know what else I don't like? Cajun restaurants. Why don't you go fuck off with those things, for Christ? Cajun restaurants, for Christ's sake. All you do is overdo the pepper on any of the breading that you put out on any of your fish or any of your chicken or any of that stuff.
and you'll charge like 10 times what it's actually worth just so that you can say, yeah, but it's Cajun. It's Cajun, baby. Anyway, let me go ahead and open up another beer. Where's my drink? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Woo! Anyway, folks, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. I'm going to give some shout-outs to the retweeters that are retweeting the first tweet on my Twitter account. Let me see. Who we got here? We got, great. We got Amakaume. We got Bukaki. Oh, screw you, assholes. Jesus Christ. And you know what I don't get is, and for all you folks that don't know what I just, the Bukaki, some asshole made his name Bukaki. What's really a shame is that you actually see women in pornographic videos conducting themselves in this activity. And let me tell you, if you don't know what it is, don't search for it. Do not look for it. It is disgusting. All right. And if you need to know what it is when a group of males, preferably like 10 or more males, butter up a woman's face with their ejaculated excrement that comes out of their testes. Do you understand? You kind of get the picture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of people coming on a broad's face is what I'm saying. Do you understand? I mean, literally, if you look at these stupid videos, it's disgusting. It looks like, somebody broke a beehive on these bitches' heads. And, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's bad. It's bad. But you actually have women that are, more than willing to conduct themselves in this sick, sadistic crap. And believe it or not, this used to be a punishment. You know what I mean? In Asia, this actually used to be a punishment. And now you've got bimbos doing it for like, a 500 spot or something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me move on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get off on that tirade, but somebody, obviously made that stupid dumbass name so that I can say it. And if people that are, wondering, what the hell does that mean? I don't get it. I don't know what the hell you're talking about there, boy. Well, you get it. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and take some more calls here. Who else we got? We got another 516. What's up? Hey, 516. You gonna talk or you gonna play the beat popper? Yeah, it's you, man. What's up?
Oh, I'm 561.
Oh, 561. My bad. Sorry, man. I'm doing like 80 different things.
You are the funniest guy I've ever heard.
Hey, man, thanks a lot. I appreciate it, man.
And your show is like the best on Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. I don't think Blog Talk Radio would agree, but, I have to admit that, without me, I don't think there would be Blog Talk Radio, but they don't want to admit that.
Have a good day, Ghost.
All right, man. Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Anyway, that was 561. I appreciate the kudos, appreciate the commentary, and appreciate the terms of endearment. 919 is on the horn. What's up, man?
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
The other day I realized that I had a little crisis, actually.
You have a little crisis?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, go ahead.
I was at school. It's my first year of college, actually.
Oh, man. Okay, what are you majoring in?
Psychology. But I was at school and
what a waste of time. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
A waste of time, sir. That's my wife. That's my passion.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I
didn't mean to make funny. Go
ahead. No, it's okay. It's okay. Whatever. But so my teacher, how do I put this? This is kind of embarrassing. I'm on the radio. Am I live?
Yeah, you're live, man. What are you talking about? Yeah, you're live right now.
He touched me.
He touched you?
I mean, like, in my no-no areas. Remember the bukkake thing you were talking about just now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that to me. Him and all the other custodians, all together.
And why would you allow, greasy-ass Mexican custodians,
That's the fuck part. That's the fuck part. I liked it.
Oh, you like it?
What?
So you like being smothered with dick snot all over your face? Is that what you're
getting
admitting to us?
I'm coming out of a, what's the word?
So you're telling us on the air that you appreciate the dick snot of about 10 males on your person. Is that what you're trying to tell us here?
No. There's a well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but there's a reason to this, though. How big is your dick?
Yeah, here we go. I mean, come on.
No,
you almost had a troll. You almost had a troll going on, and then you were like,
I'm trying to think of something to say. I don't know.
Stupid idiot. Get this stupid fruit bowl off it. Get him off! Anyway, we got a Hells Angels biker on the horn. What's up, Hells Angels biker?
Do you want to go on a date, please?
Yeah, this stupid Arab man. Why don't you go eat some pickled vegetables or something? 111, what's up?
Yo, is it me?
Yeah, it's you, man. What's up?
All right, I had 2 questions.
Go for it.
All right, the first one's kind of stupid, but did you do the voice acting for Foghorn Leghorn? Because you kind of sound like him.
No, asshole. What's the next question?
All right, did you do the voice acting for Yosemite Sam?
Stupid stump jag-off. Get him off, for Christ's sake. Area code 404, you're on the horn.
Ghost, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on? It's Billy D. Williams in the house, man. What's going on? It's a long time no hear, bro.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on, man. Same old shit, different day.
No, I hear you, man. I know you're probably working hard out here, man. This economy's looking dwindling at the least, but QE3 is going to come around the corner, and I think there's going to be a short-term bull run on the market, man. So I'm kind of anticipating that. I'm bottom feeding right now as we speak.
Oh, I'm bottom feeding pretty hard myself right now. But, yeah, I just want to thank that one guy who's a psychology major. I want to thank him because he'll be able to make my next Starbucks latte.
I mean, no kidding, man. I mean, right when he said, "Oh, yeah, I'm a psychology major," I mean, I was like, what a waste of time. I mean, seriously.
It was hilarious how offended he got when you mentioned that, too. He got really offended, so it was kind of funny. But
and what's sad is that, you know, they need to go 10 years of school before they can even actually start practicing the science or the pseudoscience of psychology. I mean, a 4-year psychology degree is nothing. I mean, it's useless. It's meaningless.
Well, yeah, I mean, they pretty much get paid, you know, just above poverty. It's the psychiatrists, the ones who can actually prescribe medication.
Yeah, and of course the psychiatrists, they're real quick to offload these medications that they get upsells from the pharmaceutical companies. So it's no coincidence that we have a rise in Prozac and Zoloft and all these other goddamn Paxil and all these other mental drugs. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And as far as that, the Cajun stuff, I just had to weigh into that shit. God, that stuff is fucking awful. I had that. I went to down here. They got an Emerald down in Florida. And,
man, Emerald Lagasse, huh? No, I've never tried one of Emerald's places. I was even in Vegas not too long ago. I went to Gordon Ramsay's joint before I went to Emerald's. But how'd you like it, man?
It pretty much sucked. It was not to be mean, but it was they were doing all types of specials or whatever. But the problem with it is, like you said, I mean, it was just overspiced shit. I mean, it was the same old stuff, and they just threw a bunch of spice on it, and they even. The waiter was coming out, and I think he put waters or whatever on the table, and he actually went bam, and
oh man, are you
just
kidding
looked at
me?
it like, no, I'm not kidding you. I wish I was on that one, but
Jesus Christ, that idiot would have lost a tip on my end, for Christ's sake. I mean, bam, bam. Are you kidding me? Trying to act like that idiot Emerald Lagasse, for Christ's sake, and not only that, where the hell's he been, right? Can't even make any more of that Cajun crap. People are finally fed up. I mean, I don't mean to make fun of the Cajun folks, but let's be honest. I mean, all Cajun is an overpowering of pepper on the goddamn batter. That's all it is. You just put a whole bunch of pepper and maybe some cayenne pepper or something, and that's what you got. That's goddamn Cajun food, for Christ's sake. We're supposed to pay 100% more than what we average when we pay on average for the same food under a different label.
That I mean, okay, yeah, I get it. Whatever. Hurricane Katrina, it happened and all that stuff. I'm supposed to feel bad and all this shit, but you know what? I really don't anymore. I understand it. Okay, yeah, the Saints are supposed to be whatever, oh, whoopee, I'm supposed to be all happy because Drew Brees won a championship, but I really don't care. I just don't care about that. But
Are you kidding me, man? I'm surprised the damn Cajuns don't come out of the woodwork here and they're like, who dat, 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 who dat,
yeah.
Who dat,
well,
who dat?
You might have Master P calling you up now, man. So.
Oh yeah, no shit. Well, his kid. Have you heard this? His kid Romeo is actually banging Christy Alley. Can you believe this crap?
Oh. God.
The little
serious?
Romeo, that's his kid. That's his kid. Little Romeo banging Christy Alley. What is this bitch, like 60 years old, for Christ's sake?
Oh.
I mean, I'm assuming that the reason he's with her is because he doesn't have to pull out or something. But I mean, other than that, I have no idea why little Romeo is tagging 60-year-old, poontang. You know what I mean?
Well, more the opposite. I'd like to know what Christy Alley is doing banging little Romeo or whatever the hell his name is.
I mean, I'm serious, man, and I don't like this whole cougar thing, too. I know that's what she's trying to do is the whole little cougar. Hey, look at me, I got myself a young black man, and I'm 60 years old. He's 22, or whatever the case might be. But what I don't understand is what makes these cougars believe that, just because somebody's using them, to get a decent hump and an ejaculation on, why do they think that, they become the best bimbos of all time? I mean, don't these women realize that what's in between their legs is now the opening the size of a damn apple? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a whole new fresh crop of bimbos that are being manufactured as we speak. And once they turn 18, what's between their legs is like a little pink dot. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these, and then you got these cougars out here actually, trying to flaunt, their what's in between their legs, which looks like veal cutlet parmesan or pumpkin pie or something of that nature, and they actually think that they're doing something. They actually think that they're, oh yeah, I'm a cougar. Anyway, I'm sorry, I don't mean to get off keister here, but it just makes me sick, these old bimbos out here, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Arby's roast beef, if you ask me, but that's just...
Yeah, no kidding, man. Looks like some sprinkled spice on there, too, for Christ's sake, man. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, well, New Orleans specialty rub there. There you go.
Cajun poontang. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
But, hey,
yeah,
I wanted
man, instead of smelling like a bad salmon, it's smelling like crawfish down there. You know what I mean? Oh, man, I think everybody in the chat room is grossed out by now, so...
There we go. Well, perfect. That works. No, the one thing I wanted to say, though, about you mentioned it yesterday and the whole police issue. And, down here at Ghost, I got to say, I'm down in the Florida area, and I'm in a pretty nice area, fortunate enough. But in the area where I'm at, especially in the small little city where I work, it's right near the beach, so it's a very small community. But where it's at, they care more about they have more stoplight cameras, I should say, and all this shit, and setting up fake trucks. They actually have a fake van that sits on the side of the road, and it looks like a real van, but then you go by it, and it's doing nothing but clocking your speed, and then they send you a ticket in the fucking mail. So you can't contest it, you can't do anything, no cops are there, and so you have no choice but to pay the ticket. And meanwhile, down here they're doing what's called bump and runs, basically where you have these guys that are coming up, because, in Florida they always have, 20 miles away there's always a ghetto or something around. So 20 miles away, they're running up here, and what they do is they'll hit the back of your car, not hard, but they'll just barely hit you, so you get out, you're kind of like, hey, what the hell's going on? And then what they'll do is they'll rob you at gunpoint. And
oh my God, are you kidding me?
No, this is happening all over down here in our area. It's down near the West Palm area, and this shit's happening all over the place.
And this is West Palm Beach?
Yeah. Well, I mean, more specifically, I'm up in the Jupiter area, so
Man, no way. And this kind of activity is happening in these prestigious neighborhoods, for Christ's sake. I mean, that's where people go to get away from this type of riffraff. And you mean to tell me that they're actually having these types of criminal offenses of, what do you call it, a bump and run?
Yeah, they're doing. I guess that's what they're calling it down here on the news. They're calling it bump and runs. But meanwhile, the police aren't doing anything except, you ran the red light. We stop you.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I know that I get a lot of heat, believe it or not, from coppers who actually email me up and say that, I'm such a bad man for talking against law enforcement, that, I risk my life, and you don't know what it's like to be a cop. Let's just be honest here. I mean, you knew what the job entailed. You knew it was dangerous. You knew it was risky. That's the exchange you get for legally carrying a gun, all right, and legally going out and arresting folk. Moreover, the idea of them serving and protecting is a farce. They're tax collecting, and just like what you said, instead of going after these bumping and runners, these people that are, I did not know this was a phenomenon. I have to be more careful. Luckily, I don't drive too much. I usually walk around out here in Austin because I'm out here in the epicenter. But, man, I mean, somebody who bumps you from behind, you get out of the car to see what's happening, and then they rob your ass, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's horrible. Do you have a concealed handgun law in Florida?
Yeah, we have that. We also have what's called the Castle Doctrine, which I don't know if they have that in Texas or not, but the Castle Doctrine basically says if you're in your house and you feel threatened, you have the right to blow the guy away.
Yeah. Well, that's a good law, but like I've said, capitalists have to take it upon themselves to implement the law that the law enforcement is refusing to implement. I mean, what makes me sick is that you're right. These guys are more worried about tickets and seatbelt laws, and I'm going to talk about that later on. Some asshole cop out here in Texas actually gave a 10-year-old boy a ticket, for not wearing a seatbelt. Meanwhile, people are getting burglarized, raped, child molesters, armed robbery, carjackings, and these cops are always the last ones on the scene. They're just there. I'm going to take a report, file the report. That's all these idiots are good for Christ's sake. And for these idiots to sit over here and say that, you don't know what it's like to be a cop. You know what? Fuck the police. And excuse my French for saying that. Fuck the police.
Well, I have several relatives that are in law enforcement, and like you said, Ghost, a lot of times I would say that there's a lot of good cops out there. There's a lot of law enforcement that's good out there, but there's quite a few out there that they're out there doing no more of a punch in the clock, eating donuts, and then sitting there cruising, trying to score some fucking chicks, trying to.
Are you kidding me? I see that all the time, man. All the time I see that, especially when you're out here on 6th Street, man. I mean, this is what happens all the time. These guys are more worried about scoring tail because they know that these bimbos will, give up the poontang because they like a man in uniform. All right.
Absolutely.
And if they're not doing that, they're basically a menace on civil society. Instead of going out and fighting crime like they're supposed to be doing, instead of serving and protecting the public like they're supposed to be doing, they're more worried about getting revenues for the municipality. And that's why if any crime was implemented upon me, if anything happened to me, I would not call the police. And if the police wanted me to be cooperative, I would not be cooperative because let me tell you, the police aren't going to do anything. You know what they're going to do? They're going to ask you a couple of questions about whatever happened to you, and then they're going to start making you the suspect. They're going to start questioning, well, what are you doing out there? What's going on?
Yeah, they feel guilty.
They are not there to serve and protect, and that's why I'm saying if something happens to me, I'm calling mercenaries, man. I'm calling Blackwater. I mean, these are the people that I'm calling, for Christ's sake. I'm calling private security. As a matter of fact, I strongly advise people, walk your own neighborhoods. Gather around 10 or 12 people after midnight. Just start walking around with billy clubs and bats and guns if you are legally capable of carrying them in your state.
And, you know, if you see anybody in your neighborhood that you don't know, go up to them and ask them, what the hell are you doing in our neighborhood? Who are you? You know, and if they tell you anything like, man, screw you, baby, I can go wherever I want. If they give you any crap, beat the shit out of them. And as long as everybody that's in your group, you know, sticks to the story that, yeah, this guy, you know, tried to reach for a knife, he tried to reach for a gun, you believe it or not, you'll be able to take back your neighborhoods. You'll be able to take back your streets, and it'll be a lot safer for your children to play outside in. You know, the lurkers and these goddamn pedophiles are going to be scared to go out there and prey on your children. These burglars are going to be afraid to go out there and burglarize your damn neighborhood. I mean, in my personal opinion, I think that capitalists and homeowners, property owners need to start doing this. They need to start taking it serious.
And what's funny about that, Ghost, is that you're right. I mean, that shit actually works. I have a few friends of mine that are really close, and they ended up doing something like that because I think 4 out of about 15 houses on their neighborhood got broke into within like a 6-month period. Then they started doing that shit, and all of a sudden it stopped. Well, the reason it stopped isn't because the police weren't coming around. I mean, the police weren't coming around regardless, but as soon as they started doing that, right away.
Man, that's horrible, man. And let me tell you, you're absolutely right, and I'm advocating everybody that's in the damn broadcast vicinity. I mean, take control of your neighborhoods. These cops are not going to, they're not going to protect you, all right? And even if you don't want to do that, let's say, oh, I don't want to go out there at night, Ghost. I don't want to go out there and put myself at risk. Well, why don't you go door to door from everybody in the neighborhood and collect a monthly fee from everybody so you can pitch in and hire some private security. I mean, hire a private security guy that just kind of, goes around in his security car up and down the street and, make sure that nobody is, going to, break into your home or run the risk of, conducting any kind of mischievous activity in your damn neighborhood, man.
Absolutely. But anyway, Ghost, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I certainly appreciate it. And
no problem, man.
I'll catch you later, man. Great show.
No problem. Hey, thanks for calling, Billy D. Williams, man. An avid listener, avid caller, man, and a member of the Capitalist Army. You know what I'm saying? A member of the Capitalist Army. And, of course, if you don't know by now, www.capitalistarmy.com, all right? We're looking for a few good men and women out there that, are, capitalists, that understand what's going on, that want to be a part of a social network that is exclusively for capitalists. Remember, many have tried to apply, only a few have actually succeeded. One more time, capitalistarmy.com, all right? Man, we were in the third and final hour already, Jesus Christ, into the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Please follow me on Twitter, folks. Ghost Politics is the name to follow. And once again, what we're doing today is we're asking folks to retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. And I am giving shout-outs over the air to those that are actually retweeting the first tweet. So let's go ahead and, give some shout-outs to the folks that are actually retweeting this tweet here. We got, I'm a racist. Oh, screw you. I'm not saying that. Ghost Follower 10 is in the house. I like poop dicks. Ah, you sick son of a bitch. What the hell's up with you idiots, man? We got Vince in the Bay. What's going on, Vince in the Bay? We got Mike Hunt Stink. Oh, Jesus Christ. We got Ghost Follower 9, Ghost Follower 14. We got Wax My Carrot. We got Ghost Follower 16, Ghost Follower 8. We got Annan Mouse. We got Pooh Wizard. We got Ghost Follower 18 and 19. All right, I mean, let's continue going. Let's see who else is retweeted. All right, we got Cans.wave. Shove it up your ass. We got My Little Pony. My Little Pony and me. We got Rainbow Dash. We got Anal Worm Traveler. We got Flutter Shy. We got Pink Pie. We got Social. Screw you. We got Knicker. You ass. Screw you. Screw you. Stop it with these goddamn racist names. You're making me look like an idiot. Stop it. Anyway, we got Apple Jack. We've got I Am Jewish. We got Rarity 12. We've got Ghost Be Mine. We got My Testicle. All right, I mean, you know, I'm telling you, there's a lot of people retweeting this. I'm telling you, and of course, if you want a shout out, by all means, you know, Ghost Politics, all right, is the name on Twitter, all right? Retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. It's very simple. And once more, folks, before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast while you're at it, folks, all right? There's all kinds of little buttons underneath the player. Use and abuse those buttons. I mean, give me a Facebook like, all right? Give me a retweet. I mean, use and abuse the share this buttons. It's just a freaking click. It's just a freaking click. That's it, man. Anyway, let me calm down and let me go ahead and continue on with the program, shall we? All right, we were talking about, you know, Facebook using facial recognition software to suggest people's names to tag in pictures without their permission, for Christ's sake. I mean, once again, individuals out there on the internet are giving their information for free to Mark Zuckerberg, who, if you read the terms of service, he owns your likeness. He owns your profile. Believe it or not, even if you close down your Facebook account, he actually stores all your information on his super database so he can continue to sell your information to third parties. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's pathetic. It really is pathetic what's happening here, and the EU is standing up to these idiots. Anyway, man, I didn't realize it's already in the third hour, so let's just go ahead and get through all this stuff. I want to talk a little bit about Anthony Weiner. That's right. I'm talking about the New York State Representative, or excuse me, the New York Representative, Congressman out of New York, Anthony Weiner. And I know that last week when we first started talking about this, everybody was wondering, why in the hell am I giving this attention? Why am I giving Anthony Weiner this type of attention? People thought it was a non-news story. But I still covered it anyway, and I'm glad. I am so glad to see that Weiner is going to be taken down by his own indiscretion, all right? I mean, by his own indiscretion, for Christ's sake. And I want to hear from you. I mean, there is a new nude pic, and for all you folks that, you know, haven't gotten a hold of it, I mean, he actually sent a picture. Anthony Weiner actually sent a picture of his wiener, and it's not the traditional one that you've seen. This is an X-rated photo. This is one of him, you know, actually showing his Johnson. You know, I mean, we're getting to be well acquainted, unfortunately, against our will, with the Congressman Anthony Weiner's body here. Here's the link, all right? Here's the link to the website, and it was released on Opie and Anthony, by Opie and Anthony. Here's the pics of Anthony Weiner's wiener. Now, I warn you that this is X-rated. It's his wiener, all right? It's his wiener. Now, what's unfortunate is that if you take a look at this picture, you got to be taken back, for Christ's sake. I mean, what the hell is this guy? I mean, does this guy think he's a porn star, for Christ's sake? You know, I mean, does this guy actually think that he's a porn star? I mean, did anybody notice the Brazilian wax job on his coin purse? I mean, was that just me? I don't know. I actually noticed that this idiot actually, you know, did a Brazilian wax job on his ball sack. I mean, this guy actually took time. I mean, do you go somewhere for this? I mean, do you go get the Brazilian wax job on the nads? Do you shave it with, you know, with the Quattro shaver, with, you know, with the 4 razor blades, for Christ's sake? I mean, what the hell's going on here? I mean, this guy actually thinks he's John Holmes or something like, yeah, they want to see my sausage. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they want to see my sausage here. Disgusting. Disgusting. And not to mention, is shaving your nads, shaving your coin purse, is that kosher? I don't know. I'm just asking these guys. These are just questions I'm asking. Anyway, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. We're talking about Wienergate. More pictures of the congressman's body are being released, and he refuses. Once again, he refuses to step down after lying to the American people, after lying to everybody, the Congress, the Senate, the FBI, the people that were investigating this alleged hacking incident. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. It's really what it's pathetic. And now we have been exposed to not only this congressman's weak-ass body, but his schlong head, for Christ's sake. I mean, now something I did not want to know, that Anthony Weiner waxes his coin purse, and I think that's sad. Area code 845, what do you think about Wienergate, huh?
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you, man.
Do you have Battletoads?
Battletoads sucks, all right? I mean, you might as well play Cubert or Frogger. 111, what's up?
Ghost.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the fire, Ghost.
Okay, what about the fire? What's going on?
Well, I heard that the fire was started by somebody who was camping. I'm not sure if that's
some asshole that started a fire, yeah.
What do you think should happen to that person if they catch them?
No, well, obviously, I think that they, should suffer some hardcore repercussions, at least a very lengthy jail sentence, to say the least.
Right. And I wanted to say something about Wiener's Wiener, because I was somewhat horrified when I saw the picture.
Oh, well, I don't blame you. I mean, have you read the transcript? I'm going to read a little bit of it here later, but the transcript is even worse. I mean, it is even worse. I mean, you're talking about disgusting garbage. I mean, the carnality, pure carnality from this man. But go ahead, you make your statement about Wiener's Wiener.
Well, I thought that the shaved balls were inordinately large in comparison to the junk. Like the schlong seemed small by comparison. Now maybe it was the angle, but still.
So do you think that possibly his wife Humma Weiner is not necessarily putting out on a consistent basis, and possibly this man has some pent up jism that could be swelling his testes and making it look bigger than his actual shaft, if you're saying?
It's possible. I heard today that she was pregnant. Now, they said she's only 3 months pregnant, but maybe, she's 6 months pregnant.
Who's pregnant? Which one?
Weiner's wife.
Are you kidding me? She's pregnant, for Christ's sake? I mean,
yeah,
my God.
Gawker's got a whole article about it. They said that she was three months pregnant, but I'm wondering if maybe she's a little further along, and that's why he's chasing all this tail, and, he's got some swelled up junk there.
Well, believe it or not, I actually got the transcript here. This one with the blackjack dealer out of Las Vegas, I believe. This woman by the name of Weiss. Forgot her first name. I think it was Lisa Weiss, or I don't know. I forgot her name. Lisa Weiss is the name. Anthony Weiner actually got married in the summer of 2010. I believe it was June or July. And this correspondence with this 40-year-old blackjack dealer started on August 13, 2010. So this just goes to show you that it's not necessarily maybe just pregnancy, fueling this man's sexual fervor to act like a disgusting pervo. I mean, I just think that maybe there's an actual problem with this guy. He's just got a sexual problem.
It could be. Maybe he just likes fucking niggers. Yeah,
well, maybe he does. I'm not sure, I mean, maybe he does like, whacking off to that. I have no idea. But what I want to talk about is Anthony Weiner and these transcripts. Now, if you haven't read the transcripts, by God, go to here. Let me put this in the chat room, because this is, just pure filth. You know what I'm saying? Pure garbage. Pure, utter garbage. All right? Here, let me go ahead and put the link in the chat room here. Come on, God damn it. All right. Hold on. I got to do it again. Hold on just 1 second, folks. I mean, because this crap is just unbelievable. The texting. This was actually Facebook chat between Anthony Weiner and this woman. What the hell is her name? Lisa Weiss. There it is, right there. There it is, right there. Now, I want y'all to just take a look at how long this correspondence happened. It started on August 13th. It started off very innocent, you know. I mean, it started off with her trying to message this guy by saying, "It is actually you. I'm trying to find the wonderful Anthony Weiner who I fell in love with for yelling at all those damn repubs the other day. And you're funny as hell on the Daily Show. Your friend requests are full. You must friend me. You're awesome." And then, I don't know, I guess a message back, "Is this really Lisa?" And then they get into this conversation, okay? And at first they talk a little bit about, the Republicans, and they suck, and, you're doing good liberal work, yada, 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 right? Well, then we get down to when it starts getting a little bit sexual, all right? A little bit sexual. All right? This is on September 17th right now, 2010, all right? Obviously, there's some pictures that were exchanged according to the text here, but it starts off with her saying, "I like this cute new pics of you. When are you coming to Vegas to help me beat up the right-wing crazies?" And this is where Weiner goes off and says, "Well, this is a pull my finger shot. I'm glad you like. I'm ready for a trip to Vegas. Truth-telling during the day. Got a plan for us at night, or got a night plan for us, to be exact?" And she goes, "Ha, that was a very loaded question. I've got all kinds of night plans for us. When are you coming?" He responds, "Don't know. Make me an offer I can't refuse." And this right here is the day it took a step from, innocent correspondence to actual sexual perversion. All right? He goes, "Don't know. Make me an offer or I can't refuse." So here we go. All right? She goes and texts back. "To get us in the mood, first we'll watch back-to-back episodes of The Daily Show and Colbert Report. Then, to really spice things up, we'll go deface all of my neighbor's Sharon Angle's yard signs." This is at the time when Sharon Angle was running for Harry Reid's Senate seat. "Then we are going to get really hot, and we're going to go to the bookstore and cover all of the Glenn Beck books with copies of The Audacity of Hope. I do this about once a week. You can tell I'm a very excited girl. Or if this is not your thing, we can just get drunk and have mad, passionate sex." You see how these scumbag bitches are? I mean, did you see this disgusting whore? I mean, no, look, I'm not trying to give, Harry Weiner an excuse. Excuse me, Anthony Weiner an excuse here, all right? I am not trying to give Anthony Weiner an excuse, but this transcript shows that these bimbos are literally just throwing themselves out. They're throwing themselves out at these people, and here you got Anthony Weiner, getting lured by this, all right? This broad just kind of threw it out of nowhere, on September 17th, right? And then he responds after this. He goes, "Why choose? With me behind you, you can't both watch The Daily Show." She responds, see, you were always thinking. You are so right. The perfect liberal evening." He responds, "I hear liberal girls are very accommodating of others." And she responds, "Of course, it's all about taking care of the little guy." And then he responds, "Little? Ouch. You'd be surprised how big." And it gets worse, and they text and they keep corresponding. And let's get to the real good stuff, all right? Let's get to the real good nitty-gritty stuff, all right? All right. Let's take a look at, what do we got here? Who else? Okay, here we go. We got April 7th. Oh, you know what? April 29th, 2011. This just recently happened here. Of course, she texts him. All right, she texts him and says, "Are you on here?" And he texts back, "Hey, baby." She responds, "Hi, honey, where have you been?" And he responds, "Out and about, the usual. Miss me?" And she responds, "Yes. What are you doing up so late?" And he responds, "Don't know. Woke up sweaty and hard." She responds, "Nice. Were you having hot dreams about me?" He responds, "I don't remember, but looking down, I have to say yes." Ugh. She responds, "I love that you're always so horny. When am I ever gonna actually get to F you? You know, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right?" He responds, "Would that be good? I imagine you rocking my world." Or would it be that good, I should say. And she responds, "I would love to. That anticipation is killing me." He responds, "I keep going back to your page looking for new pics to get off to." She responds, "I do need to get some. I keep seeing you on TV and you are so sexy. Hey, are you on Facebook two-timing me?" And he says, "Yeah, big time." She responds, "You Facebook slut." He responds, "Guilty." She responds, "I bet you have so many chicks after you. You are our liberal stud." He responds, "I'm just a man with a raging heart-on." She responds, "Oh, I wish I was there to F the SHIT out of you." And he responds, "Oh, yeah, I need it." She responds, "Do you ever get to Vegas? I just need to have you for one night." He responds, I have to. She responds, "Will you really? I know you are a great F word. I have never wanted to be, I don't know what the hell, be, is an expletive. I don't know what it is. I never wanted to something to someone so bad I have never met before." He responds, "I'm so effing hard right now." She responds, "I want to sit on your big hard schlong." He responds, "I hope that's the way you like them." She responds, "Of course." Anyway, you get the picture, all right? You get the freaking picture. Now, let's go all the way to June 1st when she tried to message him. All right, actually, let's take a look at May 31st. She goes, "Oh, my God, are you okay? So sorry you got hacked. I know you would never do anything like have Facebook sex or take pics of your schlong. Who is the bitch that ratted you out? I'm the only Facebook chick you can trust." That's what this bitch actually said, Lisa White. That's what she said. She said she's the only Facebook bitch that he can trust. Can you believe that? A Facebook chick he can trust. And then June 1st comes around, and that's when she starts making a move for Wiener here. She makes a move to try to maybe get something for herself, all right? June 1st, "You owe me big time for keeping all this quiet. I'm defending you to death on every blog and to everyone, telling everyone you would never send dirty messages to women. I know you haven't been on here since you were hacked, but I need to talk to you. Someone contacted me about you. Call me or something." And, of course, that never happened. And lo and behold, this bitch sang like a goddamn canary. She sang like a goddamn canary, for Christ's sake. Now, I know a lot of you assholes are probably listening to the transcript there and are probably waxing your carrot as you're listening, but let me tell you, this is what we have in office here. This is it. And let me tell you, he should be thrown in jail for the amount of lies, the amount of government resources that were used to investigate this false hacking incident. Just everything he did should be thrown in freaking jail, all right? In freaking jail. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and give some more props to people that are retweeting the tweet. Of course, if you're not here yet, if you haven't done it, please do it. Ghost Politics is the name on Twitter. And if you retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, I am going to give you props and shout-outs on my broadcast right now. All right, right now. So let's go ahead and give some shout-outs to the people that are retweeting. Who else we got? We got White Gay Pride. That's disgusting. We got Cock Smoker. Screw you. We got Alpha Kenny 1. Oh, screw you too, you asshole, you dumb jerk. We've got, no, I'm not saying that. We got a communist mom. Yeah, go screw yourself, communist mom. We've got, what else we got? I'm not saying that, you idiot. I am Soviet.
Screw you, I'm not a goddamn Soviet, you stupid communist bastards! Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop trying to make me look like an asshole, for Christ's sake? I'm trying to give you shout-outs, for Christ's sake. I'm trying to give you props here, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, you can't even give me goddamn cooperation from these assholes. Piece of crap! You piece of crap, man! I mean, I'm trying to give you idiots some goddamn... Damn it! God damn it! I mean, I thought this was going to be a good show, I thought this was going to be a good goddamn show. But of course, I've got these goddamn dill holes. I've got these goddamn fart knockers on the goddamn chat room calling them, trying to make me look like a jerk off. I mean, I'm out here. I'm trying to give good commentary, good analyzation. I mean, I'm shooting pearls here to you people. I'm shooting pearls. And this is the kind of thanks that I get. This is the kind of crap I get from you ass clowns. I mean, I try to give you insight. I try to give you some market news. I try to give you advice on how to become a capitalist. I try to do all these things. I try to do everything for you idiots. I mean, God damn it. I mean, I'm depressed. I mean, I cannot believe that this crap is going on, for Christ's sake. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. You know what I'm saying? I'm disgusted. I mean, look at these people. Look at these idiots, for Christ's sake. Look at what they're doing to me. I mean, I'm a capitalist. I'm a goddamn capitalist, and I deserve the respect according to that title. I'm a capitalist. God damn it. Piece of shit. Jesus Christ. You're making me sick. That's what you people are doing. You're making me sick, for Christ's sake. You're making me sick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Where's the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake? You pieces of crap, you just don't give a crap, don't you? You people just don't give two rats' asses. You know what? Just for that, I'm going on a break. That's right, I'm going on a break, for Christ's sake. But you know something? You know something, man? Goddamn chat room calling them, trying to make me look like a jerk off. I mean, I'm out here. I'm trying to give good commentary, good analyzation. I mean, I'm shooting pearls here to you people. I'm shooting pearls. And this is the kind of thanks that I get. This is the kind of crap I get from you ass clowns. I mean,
I try to give you insight. I try to give you some market news. I try to give you advice on how to become a capitalist. I try to do all these things. I try to do everything for you, idiot. God damn it. I'm depressed. I cannot believe that this crap is going on for Christ's sake. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. You know what I'm saying? I'm disgusted. Look at these people. Look at these idiots, for Christ's sake. Look at what they're doing to me. I'm a capitalist. I'm a goddamn capitalist, and I deserve the respect according to that title. I'm a capitalist. Goddamn chat room calling them, trying to make me look like a jerk off. I'm out here. I'm trying to give good commentary, good analyzation. I'm shooting pearls here to you people. I'm shooting pearls. And this is the kind of thanks that I get. This is the kind of crap I get from you ass clowns. I try to give you insight. I try to give you some market news. I try to give you advice on how to become a capitalist. I try to do all these things. I try to do everything for you, idiot. God damn it. I'm depressed. I cannot believe that this crap is going on for Christ's sake. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. You know what I'm saying? I'm disgusted. Look at these people. Look at these idiots, for Christ's sake. Look at what they're doing to me. I'm a capitalist. I'm a goddamn capitalist, and I deserve the respect according to that title. I'm a capitalist. God damn it. Piece of shit. I will be damned if capitalism ceases to exist. I will continue promoting the continuity of capitalism, and I want the youth to wake up. I want you to heed my call. It's time for you to get off the sidelines and get on the front lines. I'm calling on you. We're from America.
Illuminati, a secret society do exist. Illuminati, Illuminati, a secret society do exist. Illuminati, listening to Ghost on True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I wonder how that last part got in there. Anyway, folks, thank you for, waiting there, folks. Look, we're supposed to be talking about a whole bunch of things. Ayman al-Zawahiri came out and said that the U.S. faces a worldwide jihadist renaissance after killing bin Laden, although I didn't hear Ayman al-Zawahiri talk about how bin Laden went out like a little bitch. And, just give me a break. You know what I mean? He went out like a little bitch, Zawahiri. All right, why don't you go ahead and acknowledge that? Anyway, we also, I want to give props to the Prime Minister, Dave Cameron. Believe it or not, he has been one of the few superpowers that has gone, we're getting to radio graffiti in just a second. That's why I'm trying to get through everything really quick, man. David Cameron said the UK will not stand silent on Syria. I know I criticize the limeys a lot out there across the pond. I know that, we've got a lot of people out there that still believe in monarchism, so on and so forth, but it's good to hear that David Cameron is pretty close to possibly going out and implementing some kind of military theater in Syria to prevent this, unfortunate slaughtering of innocent people in Syria. You know what I'm saying? We cannot continue to be silent and watch this ridiculous asshole, Bashar al-Assad, continue to kill his people just because he doesn't want to leave power. He's killing children, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? He's killing children. He is torturing children. One of the figureheads of this particular uprising out there in Syria, one of the kids, some 8-year-old boy that was tortured by the Bashar al-Assad regime, this was an 8-year-old boy that, got his arm shot off, his legs shot off, his genitals were physically removed from his body. It was just disgusting, really disgusting. And it's good to see that David Cameron is one of the few superpowers that are actually standing up and flexing nuts against this asshole Bashar al-Assad. Moreover, about the E. coli outbreak, for all you folks that are worried out there in Europe about the E. coli outbreak, now it's starting to get about money. Now it's about money. And Tazeki, I haven't seen him here in the past couple of days, but he actually called what happened here in the EU. What's happening is you've got Italian, Spanish, and other European Union farmers bitching and moaning about how they want to be compensated by Germany and the other people in the EU for allowing this lie about cucumbers and lettuce being the sources of E. coli from Spain and Italy. They want reimbursement. They want money, for Christ's sake. And Tazeki, when we were discussing this particular subject matter, called this, for Christ's sake. So once again, instead of worrying about people, dying because of E. coli and whatnot, here we got these assholes worrying about money, Worrying about money, for Christ's sake. Unfreaking believable. Moreover, I also want to talk a little bit about the 10-year-old boy getting a ticket in Texas for not wearing a seatbelt. That's freaking ridiculous. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but this just goes to show you that the police officers of the United States of America are not there to serve and protect. They're there to tax collect. You understand what I'm saying? And they are nothing more than a tax-funded, sanctioned gang, and I can't believe that these law enforcement people can actually look at themselves in the mirror and believe that they're actually fighting crime. You're scumbags, and you know it. Moreover, some dumb broad out of Germany or somewhere decided that she wanted to post her stupid picture, her stupid party on Facebook. Some German little girl, she went on Facebook, talking about, I'm having a party, and 1,500 people showed up. 1,500 people showed up, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? And the broad that threw the party, she kind of just was, hiding. She didn't really mean for it. So it just goes to show you, if you're going to throw a party and you're going to announce it on Facebook, expect a lot of freeloading jerks to go ahead and, crash your party, for Christ's sake. And last but not least, folks, there was an actual bimbo. I forgot where she was from. Let me check out where she was from real quick. Where the hell is she from? The Netherlands. And I'm not going to talk garbage about the Netherlands. Believe it or not, I got a whole bunch of fans, a bunch of capitalists out of the Netherlands. What's going on to my Netherlands peeps? But this Skankosaurus out of the Netherlands actually tattooed 152 Facebook friends on her arm. And I'm getting that it was a hoax. But I don't know. I mean, the American people are that stupid. The American people are that idiotic that they would do such a thing. Well, obviously she was from the Netherlands, but I just wouldn't put it past these people, man. I wouldn't put it past these people. Anyway, that's enough. Now that we've gotten all this stuff out of the way, let me open up a beer here, folks. We got 20 minutes left of the program. I am going to play a new game for these, and it may be a Wednesday thing, okay? I am going to call this Radio Graffiti. Now, what I'm going to do is allow anybody that's calling up with their hands in the air, I'm going to allow them 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that they want on the air. Whatever it is, all right? So, this is what I like to call radio. We'll make it 5 seconds. How about that? We'll make it 5 seconds, and you can say whatever you want, and we're going to hang up on you, all right? So if you want to be racial, if you want to be a jerk, if you want to say some curse words, if you want to say a meme, if you want to say your website, if you want to say your Twitter account, I mean whatever the case might be, all right? Whatever the case might be, I am going to allow you to do it. So let's go ahead and play Radio Graffiti, shall we? We're going to start from the top. All right, 5 seconds. Dunlop, it's your time. All right, that's enough. Allo, Radio Graffiti, you're on.
Niggers.
Okay, Ryan, Rytan, you're on Radio Graffiti. You sound black too. 111, Radio Graffiti.
Me?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you. Go ahead.
Oh, that's gay. I didn't want to. But I found a new method of breathing underwater.
Well, we don't want to hear it. Macrob, go ahead. You're on Radio Graffiti. Go ahead. Yep, too late. 304, you're on Radio Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, Ghost, can you do me a favor and put your shoes on your head?
Jesus Christ, that was it. Connor, you're on Radio Graffiti.
Fuck Bill O'Reilly.
Okay. 919, Radio Graffiti.
Hi, I think you're homosexual. Can you confirm or deny? C or D, homosexual?
Shooting Star Productions, Radio Graffiti.
My name's Duke Nukem. I've got balls of steel. I've got balls of steel. My gun's bigger than yours. Sam, you're...
Invest Already, Radio Graffiti.
Will you marry me, big boy? It's me again, your favorite Mexican. Marry me, come on.
All right, Melissa Hopkins, Radio Graffiti.
11 a.m. Street Talk with Melissa Hopkins tomorrow, 11 a.m. Ghost, why don't you provide solutions?
The solution is capitalism, baby. And because you can't play the game, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Go to the same breadline and all the other losers. 512, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, I actually have something important to say, so I actually say it instead of getting kicked off in 5 seconds.
No, sorry. 214, Radio Graffiti.
I'm shooting balls here, Tails.wave.
All right, that's good enough. 408, Radio Graffiti.
Fuck all you trolls. Reverb Nation /Goofy Bone and CapitalistArmy.com, bitches.
Hey, man, thanks a lot, Goofy Bone. Appreciate you calling. There's another one from 408. Go ahead, Radio Graffiti. 210 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, how many capitalists does it take to change a light bulb? 0. Because they can't.
337 Radio Graffiti.
Facebook.com, The Real Come and Conquer. Fucking heavy shit.
Okay. 404 Radio Graffiti.
The U.S. has a fever, and the only cure is more capitalism. And fuck Goofy Bomb.
That's harsh, man. Thanks a lot for calling, though. Baller Friday, Radio Graffiti. All right. 111, Radio Graffiti. That's bad guitar. Dunlop 145, Radio Graffiti. All right. Allo Ray, Radio Graffiti. That's too long, buddy. Exara Hawks, Radio Graffiti.
Nigga. I'm 100% nigga. Nigga. I'm 200% nigga.
All right, we're very proud of you. 906 Radio Graffiti.
The game.
Yeah, that's about it. Okay. 200 Radio Graffiti.
This show is dropping fucking balls.
Okay. 214 Radio Graffiti.
Yeah, it's a food. God.
Okay, we got, who else we got going on? I mean, come on, man. Y'all can be a little bit more creative than this, for Christ's sake. 386 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Macrob Waltz, Radio Graffiti. Okay, we got My Kidzo, Radio Graffiti.
Can I play with you, Peter Popper? Come on, please.
914 Radio Graffiti.
BWC for life. Goofy Bone is a fat beaner.
Man, why is everybody hating on Goofy Bone up in here? 337 Radio Graffiti.
Obama loves you, you racist prick.
Faggot. Nigger. Shit.
Matthew Epic, Radio Graffiti.
Capitalism forever and Goofy sucks.
Oh, it's cool, man. What else we got? Radio Graffiti DMF, or DFM, Radio Graffiti.
I've got balls of steel blowing out your ass.
All right. We got 337 again, Radio Graffiti.
Your wife loves that black dick.
All right, 111 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost is a sexy man, and I want his balls in my mouth.
You sick son of a bitch. Baller Friday, Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ. We got Dunlop 145, Radio Graffiti.
I was chosen today.
We got 906 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ. 561 Radio Graffiti. All right. 703 Radio Graffiti.
Melissa Hopkins back. Give me a solution.
I've already given you a solution, you old lush, all right? I mean, it's capitalism, baby. Capitalism. That's the solution. 617 Radio Graffiti.
Yeah, Melissa Hopkins bimbo needs to be in the kitchen making me a sandwich.
We got 304 Radio Graffiti.
If you suck a naked dick that tastes like watermelon.
All right, we got I'm a goo for Bo. Okay, Radio Graffiti.
Touch me in my sleep. Come on, big boy, do it. I want you.
337 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, define capitalism.
I think I've defined it about 80 different times, but we're playing Radio Graffiti right now, ass clown. All right, you're ruining the lulz for everybody. Tizeki Dave, what's going on, Radio Graffiti?
Goofy Bone is a talentless, ignorant failure at life. Cheers, Ghost.
All right, thanks a lot for calling, Tizeki. Who else we got? Who else we got? 304 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, can you do me a favor and say orange? And put your shield on your head.
No, it's okay. Who else we got? 111 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ. KDR 5230 Radio Graffiti.
I'm really happy for you. I'm going to let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Stupid idiot. Who else we got? We got another 111 Radio Graffiti.
I want to put it in Goofy Bone's butthole.
Okay, we got 408 Radio Graffiti. Well, nobody there. Who else we got? We got Matthew Epic Radio Graffiti.
Hello.
Okay. We got 304 Radio Graffiti.
Put your fucking shoes on your goddamn head.
408 Radio Graffiti.
Fuck all you trolls. You guys can't defeat me. You guys are powerless. Capitalism forever.
There you go. And let me tell you, we got about 8 minutes left, but what did everybody think about Radio Graffiti for the last 20 minutes, huh? I mean, that wasn't too bad, huh? Wasn't too bad at all. Anyway, let me go ahead and open up another beer, and I'm going to give some shout-outs, man. We only got 8 minutes left, for Christ's sake. I want to give some goddamn shout-outs. What do we got here? We got 404 Air, A Bear, AIDS for Breakfast, AFAC, Mation or something. I don't know. Alcoholic, Al Gore Fag. We got area code 304. We got Big Erection. We got Blues 111. All right. We got Captain Charisma. We got Chairman Mao. We got Chicken Rape. We got Coast is Chew. Just screw you. Kick that asshole out. Kick him out. Kick him out of here, stupid sack of crap. Come on our... get him out. Get him off. Get that other idiot out of here, too, for being a sick, twisted bastard. Get him off. We got CR and U, all right? We've got Dangling Dingleberry. We've got Debbie Daly in the house. We got Dennis Thompson. We got Dirt Mania, Dixie Normus, Donald Weber, Dr. Harry Shipman, FU Texas. No, kick that asshole out of here, for Christ's sake. We got FQ Coast. Get that other idiot. Get him out. Get him out. Piece of crap. We got Future DMB in the house. What's going on? We got Gas of the... I'm not saying that. Get that asshole out of here, too. I'm not saying that crap. We got with Generic Dude 22. We got Ghost... No, I'm not saying that. Get him out. Get him out of here. Get him out. Trying to call me some kind of cockeyed, vodka-drinking Russian. Get him out of here. We got Goofy Boner. Get that asshole out of here, too, for Christ's sake. Get him off. Anyway, we got all the guests up in the joint, man. What's going on to all the guests that are chilling like some insane villains? Make sure to follow me on Twitter, baby. All right? Ghost Politics is the name to follow. All right? Follow me on Twitter. And whenever I tweet something, man, why don't you hook me up with a retweet? All right? Well, you hook me up with a retweet now and then. Anyway, we got High Raid Kids. You stupid dumb... Get him off! Get this idiot off, for Christ's sake. These stupid sacks of crap are making me sick with these dumb, stupid names, for Christ's sake. And they can kick that other idiot out. Kick that other idiot asshole out of here, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. They're making me look like a jag-off here. All I'm doing is trying to give props to people, for Christ's sake. Anyway, we got Hitler's gas bill. Get that asshole out of here. Get him off, for Christ's sake. We got Iban Ezo, that wannabe Mexican. We got an Ice Bank, myself. Get that other idiot out. Get him off. And get I Hate Ghost out of here, too. I don't want that. Get him off. We got Love Putty. We got I'm a Capitalist. I'm Writer User. I'm Shooting Poop here. All right? I Suck Peanut. Get that other idiot. Get him off. Trying to make me look like jag-offs out here, for Christ's sake. We got J. Allen Sugar Tits. We got Jack get that other idiot. Get him off. We got Gems 93. What's going on, Gems? We got John Brand. We got John Johnson 3. We got Karen about get that other idiot out of here. Kick him out. We got get that guy out of there. Get that stupid racist bastard out of there. Trying to make me say racist words on here, for Christ's sake. They're trying to say racist words, for Christ's sake. Kick the other idiot out. Kick that other idiot after that out. We got Lean On 92. We got Lenin for Commies. Get Lenin for Commies out of here, too. We don't want no communist asshole. Get him out. We got Lost Woods Dubstep. We got Lucky Sinner. We got Matt 12. We got Max Williams. All right, we got My Kids. We got Melissa Hopkins, who, is obviously listening to one too many Alex Jones videos. We got Menno Mem. We got Mr. 4chan Cookie. Oh, that's great. We got Mr. Home Run. We got Mystery Man Ryan. We got Niagara Roll. We got Nick get him off. Get that other idiot off. We got Nipple Scoops. We got Oak U. We got Oranges. God, give me a break. We got Orson Welles. We got Oscar Talks. We got Pac Theater. Get that other idiot. Get him off. Penelope Pillowtop. We got Poke Focus. All right. We got Poop Tickler. We got Pre-Wagon Show. We got Red Medicine. We got Rockstar 57, Salvadori, Seaman Feline. Jesus Christ. We got, who else we got? Smell My Poop. Who's a 9-year-old kid. We got Soy Use 3. We got Spermy. We got Squeeze My Balls 2. We got Suck Me Chew C Wang. Susie Felter Snatch. We got T Karma. We got Todd Tilbury. We got Tongue Tickle Ghost Anus. Get that ass. Get him off. Get that asshole off here making fun of me like I'm some kind of a chump. Get him off. We got Trolling You, Tazeki. We got a Very Gay Texan. Get that asshole. Get Very Gay Texan out of here, too. Trying to make a jag-off out of me out here. We got Victor Creed. We got Vince in the Bay. We got Wiener Schnitzel. We got Juice Denine. We got Why So Racist, Use a Hoe, and Guest 17801. Anyway, folks, we got 1 minute left in the program. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hope you like Radiography. Once again, follow me on Twitter, folks. Ghost Politics is the name to follow. All right? Follow me on Twitter. I'm doing this program for all the folks that are just tuning in for the first time. I do this program every Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard U.S. time. And I do it live, baby. I'm telling you, I'm the hardest working man on the internet, giving everybody a free 3-hour show for everybody to kind of communicate and conversate and actually interact with, for Christ's sake. So before you go, make sure to spread it around like wildfire. There's a whole bunch of buttons underneath your player. Use and abuse them. All right? Make sure to put a Facebook like. Make sure to push the tweet button. Make sure to share this button. It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake. It's just a freaking click. And moreover, folks, join the capitalist army, all right? Join the capitalist army. We are growing in numbers, folks. CapitalistArmy.com is the website to go to. And one more time, folks, hook me up with a Twitter, a tweet. You know what I mean? Ghost Politics. And moreover, if you ever get bored and you don't have your dose of true capitalist radio and you need some, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. There's over thousands of hours of broadcasts for free for you to download. So go there, blogtalkradio.com/ghost, and tune in tomorrow, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. CapitalistArmy.com, CapitalistArmy.com. Spread it around like wildfire. I'm dependent on you. I'm dependent on the people. Go out there and spread it around. If you're listening, whether live or in the archive, Facebook like, retweet, share this. I'm dependent on you. Anyway, I'm out of here, everybody.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central. Or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.
A Napa guy knows not to judge a man by his car's multicolored paint job or absence of modern gadgetry. Who cares if it's technically old enough to vote and the windows are powered by the strength of your left arm? Your monthly payment is zero, and it'll stay that way. Because with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep anything on the road. She may not be pretty, but she's all yours. That's Napa know-how.